Yeah, without further ado, anyway, I'm gonna get on and get on a call with Crimson. We'll have a chat, find out a little bit about his history, how he got into game dev, and then more specifics about the game Suit for Hire. So before we start, I'll just chuck up a video of a trailer of the game, just to give people an idea of what the game is and what they can expect. Thank you, Coinmonger. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's get up this trailer with some volume uh, just before we get started.
Boy, me have orders for you. We send the detail them. Move quick.
There's so many little good things about that trailer as well. Like one, I like how the music is synced to the shots towards the end. I like the little bit where you kick the car at someone as well. Yeah, it's really nicely put together, and it appeals to me because I was a big fan of Hotline Miami, the first one, and that's something you see when you go on the game page for this. Yeah, I should just drop a quick link in chat. When you go on the game page for this, you'll say, oh, similar games, Hotline Miami. That doesn't mean I'm very good at those games. So it's quite a distinct difference between liking a game and being good at it. But regardless, yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it out a little bit later today. But in the meantime, I'm going to get in a call with Crimson and we'll have a chat. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Hello, hello. Okay. I cannot hear you if you can hear me.
Oh, I can hear you now. Hey, how's it
There we
going?
go. Hello there, Crimson. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Yeah, I am fine as always. Always a little bit of a rush after work to like eat and then get ready to do this quickly, but it's always a pleasure
It's
as
all
well.
good.
It's nice.
It's all good.
Yeah. So first off, thank you for taking the time to have a chat. I know you're due to stream normally. Was it in like just less than an hour? Is it, or is it now you're normally?
Usually, but my schedule is so sporadic these days, so don't worry about it.
Well, it's still nice of you to join as well. I know with time differences,
Of
it's always not the easiest thing to coincide on. So no, I appreciate it, and it's good to have you here. So first off, how I normally start these then is I will. Give a very brief introduction to yourself of how I'm aware of like who you are, and then I'll
Mhm.
give yourself to an opportunity to kind of introduce yourself a bit more thoroughly. So yeah, I
Sure.
know FirstCrimson through watching Twitch and trying to find other developers who use Unreal Engine. It's getting a bit better now, but originally it was very hard to find other people who are using Unreal Engine who are
Mhm.
sociable and pleasant to talk to, or who at least have a bit of charisma and stuff as well. So yeah, I think it was nice to come across your stream as well, and I think also it was nice to see that you were developing. I think when I came across your stream, you always tend to be working on stuff that looks pretty polished and pretty. I don't say serious, but it doesn't look like a quick like hobby project or a game jam game.
Oh yeah.
It's something that is being done with intent. And so
Mhm.
yeah. So that's mainly how I came across FirstCrimson, and then I followed him quite a while ago now, and then I just whenever I'm on Twitch and he's on, I'd pop in. Time differences and all that jazz mean that we don't
Mhm.
often cross paths majorly, but I'm aware that he's an Unreal dev. You're based in Toronto, Canada, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know that they have recently just released Suit for Hire on early access on Steam as well. So, would you like to elaborate a little bit more on that? Is there more? Surely, there's more than that to know about FirstCrimson.
That was pretty spot on. I guess in terms of details, like some of the things, like I basically started streaming like I think probably 5 or 6 years ago. and probably 4 or 5 years ago, I started doing game dev. So at that time, when I started doing game dev, I actually started streaming as well. So I was doing basically everything right from the beginning, right from the get go. Um, and I remember, I think, Dan, I remember you streaming like way back as well. So
Mm.
I feel like there's been those few streamers that are still here to this day as well. The veterans of game dev, seeing the category get deleted and then
And then
a
brought
new
back
one get
again, right?
added and then brought back again. Yeah, it's a whole cycle of things going on. But yeah, I've been doing game dev for 6 years, and within those 6 years, or I guess prior to Suit for Hire, have not released a single title. So it's kind of a nice little change of pace, finally having something released and people able to play it and buy it and whatnot. So it's
Yeah.
interesting.
I think that makes a huge difference, if I'm honest with you, just getting over that.
Mhm.
Because, like, I'm someone who's been doing game dev since 2017. So, yeah, I looked on my itch page earlier. I was just like going through tidying something up. And I saw posts saying 4 years ago. I was like, crikey, did I make this game 4 years ago? And a crazy amount of time has gone past, but I've never released the game. I've never like aimed to either, if I'm honest.
Mhm.
But at the same time, there is something I'd like to do. It's just quite like for me, I was basically learning game dev and then doing game jams and then learning and never like saying, right, I want to make this a game to release. The closest I came
Yep.
to it, I guess, was when I was using Unity to try and like make a mobile game just to learn how that would
Mhm.
work. I made
Mhm.
some bloody math puzzle game. Wow, that sounds exciting. Huh? But it gave me a chance to explore the kind of Google API of like how people could purchase skins and stuff in a game, and like it was good a learning experience. But yeah, I
Mhm.
definitely think releasing is something. It doesn't make you better than other people, but it's definitely a part of the whole game dev experience that I think is
Oh yeah.
is good to get under your belt, and you probably learn a ton just going through that experience. So okay, so yeah, you're right. I like I was back on streaming on Twitch back in 2017, as I
Mhm.
said, and there
Mhm.
is often I often refer to this in these interviews because I happen to be talking to a lot of people who I've known from Twitch for many years now in the game dev
Mhm.
category. But it definitely has evolved and changed quite a bit. But it is nice to see people such as yourself who've kind of stuck to it. And in my view, I see you as a successful streamer. I feel you've got a pretty big community behind you,
Mhm.
and you've been able to both maintain streaming and working on a game to an extent to release it as well. So like it's good to see success stories come out of it, and I hope that
Mhm.
you continue to grow in that way. But so what happened before you started on Twitch? Like, what's your or roughly what age are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 24.
You're 24.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you say yeah, 6 years ago, I guess you would have been 18 then, right? So
Yeah,
or
I was 18. Yeah.
so in which case then, like, is this something that you were always planning to do, or was it like you finished with education and you're like, right, what do I want to do? Like, what led you to the point where you're like, I want to learn game dev?
Um, I think when I was a kid, when I was playing on the Nintendo 64, that was kind of like the spark, where I was like, "Oh, this is interesting."
Mm,
And then as I played more and more video games, played back in the day Roblox when it was like in its first year or two,
mm,
um, there was that level of creativity, but there was also that limiting factor where it's like, okay, there's a little bit of a limit to this because there's a specific art style and stuff like that. And I was like, at one point, I was like, what if I kind of did my own thing? So going into high school, um, I actually did stream during high school as well, but I was doing gaming rather than game dev. So I've probably been streaming for maybe like 8 years now. I don't know. It's been a long time.
yeah,
Um, but like in high school, I never thought of going to college or university, even though there was everybody around that was like, "Yeah, college, university," and then I was just in the back, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm taking a year off." So obviously, as you can tell, I didn't take a year off. I took all of the years off. Didn't go to college or university. During that time, I just kind of started learning Unreal, and I started learning Unreal while I was in high school, but I didn't
yeah,
know what I was fully doing. Um, but yeah, I just kept learning things. I kept experimenting. I started projects which I canceled. Um, but it was all a big learning experience, and within every game failed game project, there was probably like 20 million things that I learned within those projects. So
yeah,
it's kind of like something that cultivated to now.
yeah.
Um, big
Well,
long journey is what I'd call it.
no, indeed, and I think it was interesting how you're like, oh, I ended up taking all the years off, but effectively you just chose a different route to education, right?
Oh
One
yeah,
where
definitely.
you were more self-driven and self-directive, and yeah, there's challenges that come with that as well. But also, I don't know what
Yeah,
tuition fees and that are like where you live, but yeah, it's expensive to go to university these days.
it is. Yeah.
So at the same time, it's like I think good on you for going a way that you wanted to go.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, interesting. Also, I think I may have read. I was checking out your bio, and you were saying like, thanks to the people who've stuck with me since the Counter Strike days. Was that the game that you
Yep.
used to stream back in the day?
Yeah, yeah. I
I'm
used to
a,
stream Counter Strike. Yeah,
you know,
that was like the
I
big thing.
I'm big on Counter Strike as well, so I can relate over that. That was like my favorite, or that is my all-time favorite game. I've stopped playing it because I'm now 35 and I can't do it anymore, man. They're all better than me, and it makes me sad. But yeah, I started playing Counter Strike back in 1.5 long ago before it came out
Oh yeah.
in the new engine, and yeah, I played it up until relatively recently. I think I kind of stopped playing it some like probably around like 6 years ago or so, and then I went to
Mhm.
watch one of the live esports finals in London of Counter Strike, and that just made me want to play again. So I ended up having another
Oh, they're
stint for
also
a year.
exciting.
Say that again, sorry.
The esports scene for Counter Strike is always exciting. You could always
Yeah,
go back to it. You'll
yeah.
see Katowice or whatever the big ones are throughout the year, and it'll always be so exciting just to watch them.
Mm.
Um, but
I
yeah, no, I mainly played Global Offensive. I was never playing 1.6 or
mm.
I played a bit of Source, but
Yeah.
um, not enough to be like, yeah, I was back in the day.
Well, it's
But
it's not like it was like better back then. I mean, you'll have people who take that route, but ultimately, I'm
mhm.
glad that you can't get wall banged through some of the thickest walls that you could in the older ones, at least.
Oh
But
yeah,
no, it's just interesting. And sorry, slight digression, but just a bit of a shout out to Counter Strike because that was like
no worries.
my first experience with a multiplayer game properly. I guess.
Mhm.
Remember, my brother Kate went to university, came back and tried. He was like, "Oh, you got to try out this game," and it was just like, yeah, such a new experience for me at the time.
Mhm.
It was awesome, very good. You did mention like Roblox at one point. Did you ever
I did.
get into the element of like trying to make your own like games in that? Because I know that's definitely a lucrative market, or was one at least. Did you ever get into that side of it, or was it more as just as a player?
I believe in the. I to be fair, when I was playing it, I was a lot younger, so I didn't even know if there was at the time because I never knew or never checked. I don't even know if there was any monetization methods with Roblox back in the day in the first year or two. I know now there are
Mm,
monetization methods with it, but
yeah.
I did play around with making levels and stuff like that. At one point, there was like this whole skateboard mechanic that was added in, so I kept
Mm.
making skate parks, and I was like having fun with that. But it was so finicky. You had to do such roundabout ways to make curves and stuff. You had to like multiply you had to have like multiple meshes just to make a curve. You couldn't have one mesh to make the curve.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was pretty interesting, but yeah, no, I definitely made levels, and I think that was like kind of the thing that was like, oh, this is really interesting. And then of course
Mm,
Minecraft and stuff like that. You have all these different games where you can use your creativity. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I kind of want to do something like that too.
yeah.
So that's kind of why I went with it.
No, it's nice to see how these different tools can inspire. Definitely, but even if it's
Mhm.
not from a productive point of view, but just giving
Oh yeah.
giving young people or older people, doesn't matter age, I guess that the tools to be
Mhm.
creative or have a creative outlet, and then that can
Oh
spark
yeah.
a bit of like, oh, I want to do this, but I want more control. And I
Hmm.
remember for me, like one of the things when I was younger was Hammer used to be the map editor
Yep.
that you'd use for some
Hmm.
of the older games, and I just really got into that for like a year, where it was just after school I'd get home and then I'd just spend hours working on maps that I wouldn't release it or anything, but I just found it so like yeah, it was so nice to be creative and to be able
Hmm.
to make this stuff that I also enjoy playing. It was a nice kind of
Yeah.
crossover. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, cool. Okay, so the big question, I don't know if you get asked it a lot. I used to, which was like, why Unreal Engine? So what made you
Uh,
start with Unreal rather than any of the others? I guess we can rule out things like Godot or Godot, or however you say it, because that wasn't
mhm.
about 6 years ago. But yeah,
Yeah. No, it
what
wasn't.
made you choose Unreal over Unity? I guess.
Well, first off, I'm a streamer, Dan, so we know people in chat always ask questions, right? So that's probably the most asked question
Yeah,
that I got
yeah,
in
yeah. I
chat.
thought it would be.
I think the simplest thing is just two things, which
Yeah,
is I answer to people. I tell them I looked at Unity and I tried that out 6 years ago. So that was six
yeah,
years ago. I can't say anything about it now. I can't say anything about it. Negative, positive, um, but it wasn't for me because I didn't know any coding at the time. I only use blueprints for the most part now, so
yeah,
uh, it's kind of more of a visual sense. But anywho, the two things that really attracted me to Unreal was more so the features. I think they had the blueprint editor and then the material editor as well, which were two big things for me because I
yeah.
remember with Unity you had to make your shaders
Yeah,
yourself.
correct,
Um,
correct. And it's only recent. That's only in the last couple of years. I think they've had the like node graph for both shaders and
yep.
for logic.
Hmm.
So it's quite recent
Yeah.
changes.
Yeah, so those were the two biggest things that attracted me to it. The blueprint
Mm.
editor was like, "Oh, dude, this is like if Roblox had a node editor or something like that," right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that was what my brain was going towards, and then I found it more accessible for myself, even though a lot of people they say Unreal is really overwhelming because I guess there's a lot of features, which makes
Mm.
sense. There is quite a bit that's exposed to you,
Yeah.
even though it might not even pertain to the game that you're working on. But um, no, I saw it and I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, I'll try this out." And I found myself more so attracted to Unreal than Unity.
No, that's a fair
But
answer. Yeah.
yeah,
I think
I think I would try Unity though these days just to kind of see what it's all about. But
mm.
just to see, like, just to try out C sharp and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I started with Unity purely because I came from I did some Java when I was in university.
mm,
So like my story in a very quick nutshell is like I went to university. I didn't do a game dev. I just did a computer science and AI degree. And then I ended up
mhm,
spending a best part of 10 years doing nothing to do with that degree. I was doing like
damn,
teaching and things like that. It
hmm,
was around like IT and that, but really it wasn't programming or kind of in
yeah,
depth stuff.
yeah,
So then when I came back to wanting to do game dev, like Java is very similar to C sharp in the kind of syntax. Well, definitely more so than like C++ is. So
oh yeah,
I kind of just went for that, and I was able to pick it up quite quickly because I had that kind of experience in Java, which was nice. But yeah, so I
hmm,
did that for a couple of years, and I moved over to Unreal just because job opportunity came up.
yeah,
Someone I knew who was working in the studio saying that they might be looking to take some people on in the next year and like to try and prep myself up and so I can apply.
hmm,
And so like I just switched at that point, and it's definitely like I think Unity has loads of great things going for it. But yeah, one thing I want to reference was you said like some people find it overwhelming, and I would agree that like I found it overwhelming. I think it probably is a negative thing that I came from Unity because Unity feels a lot more to me like you just have a very basic tool set and then you
yeah,
build most of it. Whereas Unreal is
hmm,
like, hey, we got all of these wonderful tools that you should use because it'll make things better, probably. And so when you get started, it almost feels like I don't know which of these tools to use. But
hmm,
it long term, it's super helpful. But I just remember feeling so kind of overwhelmed by the game framework, the whole like
oh yeah,
game state, game mode, the player
oh yeah, that was
controller, the
yeah,
character, yeah, all of that jazz. I
yeah,
found it just. I think I'm also someone who's very curious and like, oh, I really want to know how all of this works, and then I end up not
hmm,
actually doing anything because there's so much to learn. But
yeah.
you found Unreal has been no barriers for you then developing your first release game then.
Um, no, honestly, because everything here's like the thing with the games that I work on nowadays. Back then, there were a lot of technical hurdles and challenges and stuff, but nowadays, I look at my own skills and I look at the people that I work with skills, and I see, okay, what can we do that's reasonable?
Mm.
Um, so I skip over multiplayer, I skip over all that stuff. Because that, in my opinion, if I did multiplayer, that would definitely be like a big hurdle, right? That would be a
Yeah,
challenge.
yeah,
Even with Unreal's, networking systems and replication and stuff like that, it does make it easier for you, but there's still a lot of stuff like behind the scenes that you have to do. So,
agreed.
um, but yeah, no, I mainly try to pick games or game concepts and mechanics that I look at and I'm like, okay, there's going to be a challenge to this, but it's doable. It's something I can actually accomplish.
Mm.
Um, so I don't try to do anything over the top, but like, I feel like whenever I do come up with an idea, I feel like Unreal already has it somewhat exposed to me,
Mm.
or like some of the features are kind of there.
Yeah.
Which going back to that topic about features, it is overwhelming. But once you start making games and stuff like that, and you got the basics down, you start finding tools that are pretty helpful for what you need.
Yeah.
Whereas with Unity, you would probably just have to build it yourself.
Yeah, unless you'd made a like very super generic modular system, but really when
Yeah.
you're learning, you don't do that, right? Whereas I guess
Mhm.
that's definitely one positive. The more you learn and spend time in Unreal, the more you'll probably be able to like draw upon the engine
Mhm.
library, I guess, in order to
Yeah.
kind of utilize it in for the project.
Mhm.
And I think that's a really solid approach to it as well in Finished Crimson, to kind of like scope a game more on what suits the skill set that you've got. And that's not,
Yeah.
it's not to say don't challenge yourself, but it's more of like, let's be realistic, because I think
Yeah. Exactly.
it's hard enough to release a game, even if you have all the skill sets, you know, there's so many things
Mhm.
that can push you back or just get in the way, or you end up building up the scope too big or whatever it be. So yeah, I think that's solid advice. And also from like, if that's your approach to like Suit for Hire, even for example, I think like
Mhm.
it still looks awesome, you know, even if you feel like,
Yep.
you know, you didn't push out the boat in terms of, oh, we could have made this multiplayer, so it's co-op online. Like,
Oh yeah.
you know, you don't really need that. That would add like, you know, maybe 10% to the game, you know, rather. And I think
Yeah. Exactly.
doing 90% of it instead within a much shorter time frame and without needing to get extra people on board, I think that's
Mhm.
definitely a sensible approach to it as well.
Yeah.
And I think the end result is you've got a game released as well, which is which
Well, yeah.
shows that
Surprising.
it was a sensible approach. So I should also, I just want to take a moment to say thanks and hi to the people in chat as well. So Coinmango as well. We have Dact in chat as well. Watery Tat, it is good to see you, Chris. I hope you're keeping well. It was nice to catch you streaming yesterday. We have the Artifacts as well. Good afternoon to you. I hope you're keeping well, good sir. Yeah, Coinmonger, AI degree, but AI back before it was like, it was actual AI, not like game AI, and not like Amazon Web Services, press a button and get machine learning sort of AI. It was more about the kind of theory of things like machine learning, evolutionary algorithms and stuff. But fortunately, it's not massively applicable to games because game AI is not very often actual AI. So it's more of just like a behavior tree, right?
Yep. Exactly.
But okay, so another thing to just kind of drill down a little bit. So you're saying you mostly use blueprints. Is that something that you kind of prefer to do? Is it something that you're more able to do versus writing code? Like, what's your kind of reasons for sticking with blueprint for the most of the time?
I would say I'm more comfortable with it. That's like the main thing. But I've been using C++ a little bit more. I started making some functions and stuff like that, exposing a few things that aren't exposed in blueprints.
Yeah.
I've been sort of learning it, but it's definitely way bigger of a challenge. Like there's so much syntax stuff and very specific things you need to input, or else the entire code crashes, even though it says it was okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, Blueprint for me, I feel like is more comfortable because it's very visual. It kind of leads your hand, where if you did something wrong, it's going to yell at you. Unlike C++, like I said earlier, where just you launch it up, it built properly, but you launch it up and then things crash,
Oh,
and then
yeah. That's the
you're
worst.
trying to figure it all out. You're like, which function is wrong, and then I'm like playing around with different things.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Nowadays, I'm starting to get a little bit more into C++ because I understand the
Mm.
logic behind it. It's just the syntax that I'm trying to figure out,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
which is a challenge.
No, it is. I think that's one of the things is I think like troubleshooting in Blueprint is super straightforward and user friendly.
Mhm.
Whereas I think when it comes to code, one, you're right, the syntax is super unapproachable, not unapproachable, just not nice to approach, I guess I should say,
Yep.
unless you're well versed in it. And secondly, even just the process of debugging and understanding, like some basic kind of or kind of primary kind of fundamentals of programming will help. And if you've not done those, then it just makes it's really hard to kind of make assumptions and crack down on problems faster. But no, like I find it awesome. Sometimes I do feel like you know what, maybe I want to just do a blueprint only like game jam game, for example, just to do it, because I've kind of through work I kind of get pushed. I basically just do code. Like in the last project, main project I worked on, they almost like not banned, but they very much encourage you never to do blueprint unless you could help it, you know. So, and that's not just being elitist for the sake of it. It's because it was a team of hundreds of people, and code management and stuff like that, and version management with
Mhm,
code is a lot easier.
mhm.
So there's reasons for it, but it ultimately
Yep.
means that now I find myself pretty weak in Blueprint. I try and do it, and I'm like, oh, I forget the way that you do this. So but it's super powerful, and I love how fast you can iterate in it.
Mhm.
I was one thing I was going to ask you, I guess, if your experience in using Blueprint, then is like, is there anything that you've kind of picked up that makes it easier to work in larger projects or larger kind of code bases in Blueprint? Is there like ways that you manage things, or is it just about keeping those lines and nodes straight and
Um,
and tidy?
well, okay, keeping the line straight definitely does help a little bit, but something I like to do is any major mechanic or anything like that, like let's say a backstab or an interact key, I usually collapse that into its own little section.
Mm,
So the event graph would have its thing, but then I'd have collapsed graphs under that, so it'd be like subgraphs.
yeah.
So rather than everything being just on the graph and it becomes overwhelming, instead everything is into their own sections,
Mm,
which is a little neater, makes things a little easier. But yeah, straightening lines helps a little bit, but you can only get so far with that, honestly.
yeah.
Sometimes it gets a little complex. You know, there's so many lines going everywhere, but I don't really know. Because the thing with Blueprint is it's almost like C++, whereas you need to be efficient. If you have something that you're reusing a ton of times, you should either have it into a function or a macro or
Mm,
something of the sort, right? I think both of them have their ups and downs. Where like that's one of the reasons why I'm avoiding C++ fully is because I don't know C++. So if I start using it, I can break things probably way easier than blueprints, which is something that a lot of people are like, "Why do you use blueprints?" Because
yeah.
I know how to use it, I guess.
I mean,
Whereas with
it.
C++, it's just something's gonna blow up at some point.
Yeah. Well, the other question is like, have you ever like found a need for C++? And you've said there's the odd situation where you need to expose things out, but when people ask
Yep.
you why use Blueprint, it's almost as if it's like you must have a reason not to use code. Whereas I definitely think that I'd like if people's default attitude towards that would change, because
Yeah.
like I think it'd be great to see more games purely Blueprint, just to kind of try and fight that stigma a little bit,
Mhm.
where people
Mhm.
seem to think that a game is superior if it's done in code, or something like that, which is pretty
Yeah.
BS, to be honest, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So I think in the slightly there's reasons why some people would say, oh, if you're trying to min max code performance and stuff like that, then you should use this. Or if you're in a larger
Mhm.
team, then it's better to use code. And like there's some truths to that, but I
Yep.
don't think the people coming into Twitch chats who say that stuff normally are coming from that
No.
point of view. It's more of a
No.
superiority sort of point of view to it, right?
Elitism kind of mindset.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I feel
So
like I feel like that's with every industry, though. It's
yeah.
like, "Oh, this is better," but it's like, is it though? I don't know. The thing with blueprints versus C++, is it depends on the complexity of your game. Like I said, I
Mm,
try to keep the complexity of my games at a relatively low factor. I'm not using multiplayer. I'm not doing some big MMOs or whatever, blah blah blah. Whereas I would agree if the game was multiplayer and I needed very quick tracing for, like, let's say Counter Strike, for example, right?
mm,
You want something super quick when it comes to tracing where the bullets are going to go in terms of netcode and whatnot. That would
mm,
be C++, 100%
mm.
be C++. But if you're making a simple game that's single player that doesn't have super crazy mechanics and that you can easily do blueprints, like, is going to be great. I know a lot of people are like, but C++ is 10 times faster. But it's like you have this tiny thing that's not even that
Yeah,
slow in blueprints. Why
yeah,
make it 10 times faster and then you have 10 times more problems because you might not even know how to make it properly in C++.
yeah. No, no, that's
Yeah.
a very well explained reason for doing it. Yeah, no, I agree with you. So yeah, no, thank you for explaining.
Yeah, no, of course.
So we mentioned it briefly, like people coming to chat and having opinions and stuff. So let's segue that to a question about like how have you found that streaming has kind of impacted your role or your kind of journey into a game dev career then? Because you've pretty much been doing it the whole time, as far as
Mhm.
I'm aware. Like how has it been for you? What's the kind of highs and lows of streaming your game development?
I would say the biggest low, which is something I try to avoid doing on stream these days, is trying to learn anything complex,
Mm,
and you get stuck. And for me, I get stuck quite often, right? So
yeah.
I come from like a learning aspect where I have to apply it, and things are going to break. But then you have people in chat, they're like, "Blah, blah, 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 blah," you know what I mean? It's like, okay, I know, I get it. I know. I'm
Yeah.
gonna I like to try things out. It's probably gonna break. That's fine.
Yeah.
Um, but so that would I would say is the low. But the nice high is I feel like a lot of game dev, especially for solo devs, it's a very like lonely kind of process where it's like you're doing things and then once in a while maybe you'll talk with people, but if you're antisocial, it's it kind of sucks, right? So for me, I
Mm.
can easily just turn on the stream. I can start working on things. I could talk to people, which is definitely sort of a privilege because I know some people they go live and there's not that many people in chat, right? So
Mm.
um, I'm kind of privileged in that aspect where I can go live and kind of just talk and chat with people while I work on things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas if I was not live, I would just be listening to music or something. And I think that's the nice aspect is the social aspect and also getting to know other people as well. Like throughout my 5 years, I think I've met and talked to a bunch of people from all around the industry, people from working on Call of Duty for 10 years or something like that, and all from all these different places of the world as well. So
Mm.
it definitely gets you in contact with a lot of different people.
Yeah.
I'd say the number one big thing is it's also got it given me opportunities. I think all of my freelance work has actually come from people seeing my Twitch stream and then contacting me. So
Oh, nice.
uh,
Okay. That's pretty cool.
yeah, so I haven't actually applied for any of my game dev jobs that I was doing prior or contracts,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
They all came from the Twitch stream. So it was kind of like a
Mm.
nice little avenue. It was like my LinkedIn,
It's your
but
online portfolio, right? But you just do
my
it
online
5 days a
portfolio.
week.
Yeah, exactly. So that was kind of a nice factor, and I feel like that's not something that's talked about a lot because I know there's probably a few other people on Twitch that have been hired, most
Mm.
likely, uh, from just streaming their stuff. But I've been doing that from the very beginning, like before game dev as well. I did
Yeah.
graphic design, and I streamed graphic
Nice.
design as well, and that got people, exposed to my work and stuff, and that's how I got contracts as well. So there's a nice little exposure factor to it as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, no, that's cool. I think you have some similar experiences and obviously some unique experiences in contrast to myself as well. I'll carry on with that in a moment. I just want to say hello to Bobby Games as well. Thank you very much for raiding and welcome to the viewers who've come along on the raid. You're all very welcome here. I did take a while to greet you because I am live with FirstCrimson, a fellow game dev streamer here on Twitch who's currently has been developing out in early access at the moment, Super Hire, still doing work on it as well. But yeah, I'm having a chat with FirstCrimson. We'll probably chat for another half hour or so, and then I will be playing through the game and checking it out as a first time player. I'm not looking to give feedback on it, but I'll basically just speak my mind when I'm playing it, what I think feels cool, what my experiences are as a first time player, what I notice, what I think feels good, and that's generally the format of these streams. A little bit about myself very quickly for anyone who doesn't know me. So I'm a game developer. I used to stream pretty much full time on Twitch when I was learning game dev, but since 2019 I've been working in industry, and so I only get really a chance to work to stream on like once or twice a week, really. However, I still do try, and we do these game dev interviews like we got today, and then we also do feedback streams. So if anyone's working on a game and they're looking to get some feedback on it and it's in development, then do feel free to submit it to the kind of list that I've got there. And every 2 weeks we will go through and play a couple of those games and give feedback to them. But you're all very welcome. But more importantly, we have Crimson on the line, so we need to get back to chatting to the wonderful person. Yeah. So in terms of it was nice to hear your experiences with streaming with it, and I think there's negatives that I think the negatives are quite. The more it happens, as long as you're like making progress, I think on a bad day that stuff can get you more. Like if you're hitting a
Yeah.
brick wall and then people are kind of backseating saying, "Well, you should have done this,"
Yeah.
or that.
Yeah.
But if you've got some good flow or you're doing pretty positively with your kind of like your direction with your projects or whatever it be,
hmm
then I think that stuff you end up not letting get to you so much
Yeah.
in the end. It was really interesting to hear about like that you kind of got commission work and that through it as well,
hmm
or freelance work as you said. And yeah, I think it is a platform where you do get a good bit of exposure, and I think especially if you grow your community to like a sizable size like yourself. Like what sort of viewership roughly have you got like average at the moment? I know it's over 50 or so, right? What are you
Yeah.
averaging per stream at the
It
moment?
It fluctuates in the week, I feel like. I think the average right now is around like 50 or 60 or something like
Yeah,
that. It really depends on the day, depends when
yeah,
I start the stream and stuff like that, because there's definitely a fair amount of European viewers or viewers that
mm,
different time zones like yourself. So
Yeah.
it really depends, but yeah, I'd say average of around like 50 plus, something like
Mm.
that.
For
Yeah.
game dev, that's pretty solid. Like we're generally, other than the few like people like Lana who has like 300 people in her streams and that. Generally speaking, having getting towards the kind of like partner numbers on Twitch for game dev is quite a challenging thing.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think the nice thing about it is that if anyone goes to software and dev while you're live, software and game dev category, they're going to see you in that top row, and so that exposure
Mhm.
is definitely a good thing. And it's not always about like marketing, like, oh, they'll know about my game and buy it. Because I've spoke to a lot of people who've released the game who stream, and people in chat being nice doesn't always translate to sales.
No,
um,
no, it does not.
but people supporting you and keeping you motivated and inspired is one thing. But then, as you said, meeting people who allow you to then just progress in different ways, whether as you said, it might get
Mhm.
different employment, whether you end up collaborating with people that you've met.
Mhm.
It's just a way of getting out there, I guess. It's the online digital, well, from your own home version of going to conventions and meeting people, I guess,
Yeah.
right? So,
That's basically what it is.
can you just like come to me instead, right? I'm not going to bother going out and shaking hands with strangers. You just come.
Yeah. Well,
if
Twitch is kind of like a convention if you think about it. It's like people. Every booth is just a different streamer. So people are
Yeah.
just walking by, they see your stuff. If they're interested, they stay there for a bit, and then after that, they go on the next, or maybe they go get lunch, or whatever, right? So
Yeah.
we could make that correlation.
You're completely right. The difference is that they have to wear pants, I guess, right, to
Yeah,
turn up to the
yeah.
convention. But yeah, still, it's actually a very similar concept that I've not thought about before. But okay, so I'm realizing the time. I want to make sure that I get through some of the other things that I was hoping to quiz you about. So this the developer for this game is Godmode Interactive, which I assume is your kind of business entity. But I also did check the credits for your game, and I know that you've got quite a few people in there who've worked on the game as well. So would you mind telling us a little bit more about kind of like the structure of your team, whether it's just people you paid as like contracts to do a little bit in your game, or whether you are a collective as an organization who are releasing this game?
So I would say at the moment it is just a name at the moment. So um, like it's more so like a solo team because technically the other developers are under a kind of like a contract basis. So they're not like employees or anything like that. They're more so um, like contracted. What was it? Pay on percentage revenue, right? So because we're small, I can't really do pay wages on milestones or per task. It's more so on percentages.
Mm.
That just makes more sense from a financial standpoint. And it's like, hey, if the game is doing well and everybody worked during that month, it makes sense. They're getting paid for the amount of work that they kind of did, and everyone's very understanding of that. We have this like clear communication. Everybody that I work with right now, I've been working with for like 3 or 4 years, so I've
Oh
known them for
wow,
quite some
that's
time.
cool.
But the name itself is kind of like I like to deem it as a different entity because I feel like that there's a little bit more, I guess, power to that, and I also really like the name Godmode Interactive. So, kind of going with that, I was like, okay, we could build this brand as a separate entity from my stream and stuff like that because that is different, like a different thing, and not everybody's into that. Like people just
Mm.
want to kind of you know do games, right? that's
Yeah.
that's kind of what they want. So I feel like from an overall marketing and brand standpoint, it's a good idea to have that little separate thing that's just, hey, here's our video games kind of thing. um but yeah, no, it's not like a fully registered corporation. So here in Canada we have different things. Corporations like the biggest one, but the reason why I kind of strayed away from it is taxes, because
Right.
getting an accountant would be super expensive for a
Yeah.
corporation. It's a lot more than just normal separate entity kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
It's separate
um,
entity like we have something called like a solo. Oh, what's it even called? Basically, a sole trader where you're the only one in the business. Is that kind of what
sole
that?
proprietorship.
So yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So right now I'm kind of doing sole proprietorship. The only reason why
Mm.
we have Godmode Interactive is it's not fully registered just yet in terms of like big Canada stuff, right? So it's more so a name to kind of market a little bit on Steam and stuff like
Mm.
that. So, um, but Yeah, no, at some point it'll probably grow to that. We'll see. It really
Mm,
depends on how well the games do. I don't
mm.
want to just invest something because, as far as I know, doing the accountant stuff every year would be like $800 or $1,000, which is like a pretty big hit in terms of numbers that we have right now. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel like with
it would be damaging.
yeah, if I did the same for my Twitch income, it's basically almost all of my Twitch income just going
Yeah,
on
yeah,
accountancy, you know. Yeah, like I've had to like I have to like register income from stuff I do this, and I've had the odd kind of like sponsorship thing come up through streaming, and I've done the odd. I did like a website for someone before, so all that kind of comes under like my Honest Dan
mhm,
company. But I've always been fortunate enough that it's so simple, my ins and outs, because you're not paying anyone. It's quite straightforward. You just submit a form and it's done. But yeah, the sooner it gets more kind of corporate, the more it gets complicated and hard to just trust
yeah,
yourself doing it alone, right?
yeah,
So okay, that sounds cool. And so you were saying that in terms of the people who are involved in it, it's more of a commission based sort of payment thing, right? Where
yes.
we're based on that. All right. So the people that you work with, did you try and reach out to find people and people would get in touch, or were these people that you had connections with already?
So it's kind of a similar situation as the commission stuff. The animator that I work with is found my stream and was interested and
Hmm.
applied for
Nice.
one of my older projects, and then I've known him ever since. And then I believe my music artist as well was the same situation where, uh, yeah, he also saw the stream and he was like, "Oh, this is cool," and then he also like got in touch with me. So
Yeah.
it's all through the stream basically. But yeah, so I met them through there. Even past people that I worked with, it was also meeting through Twitch or through another forum.
Yeah.
Um, and then any potential other people would maybe be them referring uh, referring them to me or referring me to them, right?
Hmm.
Um, so it's a bunch of little different things. It's like a web but it's mostly from like just people seeing the Twitch stream. I never really
Yeah.
see that's the thing that's difficult with me is people ask me, "Hey, how did you find the people that you work with?" Other people would give the answer of, "Oh, go on game dev Reddit subreddit or something like
Yeah.
that." It's like I can't give that answer because I never did that. I
Yeah.
literally
They
have
just came
never
to
done
you
any of that.
again. I'm starting to find there's
Exactly.
a theme here,
Yeah.
right? You just turn on your stream and let all the opportunities flock to you. No, but obviously there's things about how you conduct yourself or your personality or your content that is making people
Mhm,
feel like they want to work with you. So jokes aside, I think
mhm.
it shows that there's showcasing yourself professionally or as a human sometimes is definitely a way to make people feel like, hey, I'd be up for working with that individual. So
Mhm.
no, that's cool. And like to be honest, I'm not as much as I'm not like releasing a game financially at the moment. If you look at my my list of games, they're pretty much all done with people, excluding like a couple of projects I did with my brother and some solo
Mhm.
projects. They've been jams that I've been doing mainly with a good friend of mine, Bora, who I met through streaming. I did my first game jam with him, and he's been a long time viewer. And we do well, we're friends off stream as well. We do a bunch of work together now. We have Spacey3D, who is another viewer of mine I met a few years back now, who's a wonderful artist, and like she gets involved with game jam games with us. So it's kind of it makes sense that people you meet through doing what you enjoy, that you
Mhm.
know, if they have the same kind of skills and opportunity beckons, then I think it kind of makes sense because you've already built up that bit of trust, right? And you
Mhm.
know, you'd hope that people aren't gonna just disappear
Yeah.
or you know take advantage and things like that if there's already a level of
Mhm.
trust built up as well.
Yeah.
I say something nice about Bora Brainoid Games, and he turns up in chat. He's not meant to hear the compliments. I just like there's a couple of things in chat I'll just run over as well because it's kind of related to what we're saying as well. Bizarrio, great to see you by the way. Thanks for the subscription. Yeah, so Capamanco was saying earlier, saying about the thing about viewers in game dev category is they aren't your target demographic. Selling to other game devs is not profitable.
Mhm.
And Gulpy said in return, you're definitely onto something. A tiny proportion of players would want to watch game dev streams. However, devlogs are a whole different thing. I think devlogs can be a bit more interesting. I'm not 100% on how many kind of players do follow that sort of stuff. But I think devlogs are good for accountability thing as well. Personally, the times I've done them, it feels nice. It's kind of like you need to reflect on what you've done in the last week, and that helps you kind of realize how you're spending your time. And it's a good kind of self practice, which may have added benefits then if it helps with promotion and exposure of your game. The artifacts as well. A regular viewer of mine, Crimson, says if it does come to incorporation, he may have someone who he can help hook you up with who would know about that sort of stuff, and I'd assume a relatively decent price as well. So do feel free to get in touch with Artifacts afterwards if that's of any use for you in the future. Also, great to see some new people as well. Nice to see you as well, Wraiths, as well. It is good to see you. It's been a long time. But yes, I am doing splendidly. Thank you for asking. Okay, so a few more questions. So we were just talking about the Godmode Interactive rather than just the FirstCrimson brand, which is cool. We talked about how you got together and worked with people. Now, I did see that there's another game that has kind of been listed against your name, Ronin 2072. Is this an old project, a current project? What's the story with that one?
So that was more of a long-term project that we were working on before we worked on Suit for Hire. It was, I think, 2 years in development by the time we started working on Suit for Hire about 11 months ago. So at that point, we were working on that game. We got a mega grant for it and stuff like that. But at the time, I also felt like there is a little part of me that needs to work on a smaller game and release it and kind of have that releasing experience, because I feel like releasing a game is different from just making a game. There's so many little intricacies to it, interacting with your community and then coming up with like updates and stuff like that, and so many little things about marketing to learn as well. But I kind of wanted to take a little step back from it, and it was definitely a healthy step back, because like I look at the game now and I'm like, okay, it's a little too complex, and it's just a cyberpunk roguelite where you play as a lost samurai in kind of like this futuristic dystopian world. But we kind of took a step back from it. We were like, okay, there's some stuff in here that's too complex. So I learned a lot about it, like, okay, what things are unnecessary, what things can we scrap. It's going to suck, but I'm going to have to scrap some stuff that I worked on weeks on. But like, it's kind of like on a break. We're not really working on it actively at the moment, which I think is healthy to do, because we can look back at it and be like, okay, let's redesign this. Let's go back into prototype stage to kind of get it in a better state. So I think taking that pause is definitely healthy. And I know some people, they look at that and it's like, okay, well, your game's, on pause, is unfinished, that could be bad. But I think in this scenario, it's like, we're going to go back, we're going to look at the design and kind of improve it, and kind of looking at it in a way that's a little smarter rather than whatever we were doing. We were kind of just like looking at it and it's like, okay, let's add this. And then we start doing it. It's like, okay, this is not a good idea. And then we just leave it at. So,
I think a pause, as you said, is good. And like, as much as people can say, oh, well, it's an unfinished project. I mean, well, you could just still be working on that and not be much closer to finishing. But instead, through doing so, you got to this point where you are able to really scale. You get that experience, learn the difficulties, the kind of maintenance of a product after early access release, which is probably an experience that you've definitely had to learn about on the fly. And also, you can then just use that going forward. You can always return to it, or you might even make that decision to just say, do you know what? It was great. It still is a great idea, but it doesn't suit us right now. So we're going to do something different. I think there's no shame in that. I think just having control and being the happy to explain yourself, and I think that comes from trusting that you're making the right decision. So as long as you're making decisions based on your own interest and based on your own logical kind of deductions, then I think definitely just trust yourself. And it sounds like you're definitely going in the right direction.
Yep.
So I was going to go on to the process of actually releasing this on Steam then, and now into early access. So I guess let's start with the more straightforward question of, you hadn't released a game on Steam. How would you summarize the experience of putting a game on Steam for someone who'd not done it before?
I would say it's a lot easier now rather than the Greenlight days. I've never tried releasing a game on Greenlight, but I can only imagine what that would have been like, where to even just get a game on Greenlight, you would have to have that prior marketing, which is like, you're gonna have to do that anyways, but it's like almost impossible if you're just starting out and you kind of want to just release something to get some experience from it. But now with Steam Direct, you just put in $100. You put your game up on Steam. You go through a few review processes. You put all the descriptions and information, all the little thumbnails, all the making the trailer, the screenshots, all that stuff. I would say it's relatively straightforward, but of course, there's those little things you also have to kind of do, like Steam Cloud. You got to make sure that's set up. Make
Yeah.
sure full controller support, which is there's like those little things you have to work on, and then achievements. I haven't even gotten to that yet. So,
Yeah.
but I would say the release process is not difficult, especially now with how it is. You just need a little bit of money, the tax information, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Which either way you should have anyways. But
Mm.
yeah, no, definitely nowadays it's a lot easier. I think selling the game, like a lot of people say Steam doesn't really market your game, but surprisingly Steam has done a pretty good job of actually getting the game up in front of people's eyes.
Mm.
You just have to make sure you work with the tags correctly, you put all the descriptions correctly, you make sure you have an interesting thumbnail and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We have things that we want to improve, but that's for another day, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, that's good to hear, and it's nice to hear that. Your response to that wasn't like, oh, it's a big pain, or there's so many loops or whatever, because the cost of it is enough to put some people off already.
Yep.
Of having to put $100 down, because some people want to release a game just for the sake of like, oh, I've done it. They don't expect to sell. They don't expect. I think you got to make $1,000, right, in order to get the 100 back. Is it, or is it?
Yes.
Yeah. So
I believe it's around that number. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like. For some people, they're not expecting to do that, but they just want to release it. But then the money kind of makes it a case of not doing it, which is good. That's the point of it, right? You don't want to fill Steam with hobby projects that were done in a weekend as well. So it makes sense. But it's nice to hear that you didn't find the process particularly painful either. I also I've been thinking about this recently. Someone was saying that like if you make a Steam page, you can change it. You once you buy it, you've got that kind of page, and you can change the project, you can change the name of it, and all of that jazz. So it's one of those things I've been considering doing, just to learn about that process a little bit more. Even if I'm not ready to kind of release a game, that'll give me scope to perhaps like learn a bit more about it, and maybe do some tutorials around that area. As long as you plan to release one ever, then I guess it's fine, right? it's
Oh yeah. On that subject, actually, Steam support is for me at least. I know some people have had different experiences, but for me, Steam support has been very like helpful. And on that topic of you actually wanting to kind of change up your page, I had an older project that kind of got canceled, and I contacted Steam support, and I was like, hey, I have this game that's kind of dead, and I kind of want to use the actual Steam Direct token, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Is it possible to get that back and just close the other page? And they did that. So you could easily get in touch with them and be like, hey, is it possible if I can get this token back? I'd like to release a different game under a different name, and kind of just remake it. And they were super straightforward. They're like, here you go. And I was like, all right, that's cool. Save $100.
Yeah.
Even though I made a mistake, but yeah, they're pretty flexible, because like them, I would imagine Steam support doesn't really come from a game dev background, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It's like they're relatively flexible, because they understand that games get canceled, things happen. But yeah, no, they've been super helpful on that aspect.
Nice. That is good to hear. And so I guess that leads to the next part. So Steam have the whole system of early access, where if you go onto a page where it's in early access, you have this whole, hey, this is early access, by the way, and then you need to write as a developer a little bit of a like, well, why is it? And you got to answer a bunch of questions. I think that's really good for answering expectations of players, because I think in the early days of early access, there was a lot of weird things going on with what people were expecting out of a game and what was being delivered. So I think Steam have dealt with that in a good way, and I think we as a community of players and consumers, I guess, and game devs as well, I think we're getting to a point where we can start to understand or have some kind of level of expectation of what we're getting, or kind of at least the ownership is on us to research the game before buying it. I know some people still don't. They still buy it and go, oh my god, it finished after half hour, downvote. But still, I mean, we're getting there. So how was this? How was early access for you? I think I was probably going to be an obvious question of asking you, like, why did you choose early access? So you're welcome to refer to that. But I guess the bigger question I'm interested in is, has it been what you expected? or does it still like what's the workload change from before release to now, and that kind of yeah, I guess how you're feeling about it. Is pressure still high now that it's out and people have already bought it? Does it make you feel like you have to do more work, or you're indebted to do
Mhm.
stuff? What sort of emotions come with the early access release?
Well, to answer the first question of why early access, I think one of the things is the game like is in a playable state where the core gameplay loop is there, and I definitely wanted people to kind of have a hands on, and also did on the financial side, it's kind of like okay, I need to get this out there and get people's hands on and whatnot. But in terms of the pressure side, definitely, I would say there's more pressure because you have a community of people that are waiting for updates and stuff like that, right? So it's
Yeah,
like there's definitely that strict feeling of, "Oh, we need this done," which is I think a healthy thing. For some, it could be very stressful, but as long as you are pacing yourself and being very, communicative with your community and players, I think you could definitely, get something going where you have a groove.
yeah,
Of course, it really depends on the person's schedule. So for me, I'm pretty lucky in the sense that I can, sit on my desk every day and start working on stuff.
yeah,
Whereas with other people, they might release a game, but they have a full-time job on the side. So
yeah.
it's not as easy. But for me, in my situation, I was able to kind of be like, okay, hey, at the beginning we did weekly updates. So we had every week we had a new mechanic that would come out. Um, we would work on things. People would request things as well, and we try to add it as
Mm.
soon as possible so they can actually see that direct feedback actually being applied
Yeah, yeah.
to the game, which I felt like was a really good thing to kind of gain the trust of our players because that's the most important thing is making sure our reputation um, is kind of there and we have a positive reputation. That's a big thing for me is I want to build up the brand in a positive way. But um, I would say early access is pretty good, but it definitely comes with that pressure for sure.
Mm.
There is a bit of pressure there where you have to get things done. And
Yeah.
if you don't get things done, one day or the whole month passes by, they don't see any updates. People, if they don't have enough playtime, they will refund the game. That's just the reality of it. So I kind of like keep that in mind, and I always try to like schedule myself. It's like, okay, this month we got to do this. We got to do this. We got to make sure we get this done. Uh, I'm pretty strict with myself in trying to get things done.
Mm.
um, for some, like if your game is in early access, but it is definitely not in a state where it's like playable. Like for us, we had a pretty playable state. We had 16 levels on release. We had most of our core gameplay loop. Of course, it was a pretty short game from what we saw. It was like an hour and a half, maybe just an hour, depending on how well the player does.
Yeah.
Um, so we noticed that, but it gives us a direction to work on.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the nice thing. But
Mm.
there's definitely that level of stress. You're on a full-time job now. You got to get
Yeah.
this stuff done.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. And when things go,
um,
when you come across those problems and you don't know how long it's going to
mhm.
take, that's where I can imagine that's where the pressure can start to build, right?
Oh yeah,
Because
oh yeah.
that has a knock on effect, especially when you're a solo dev, right? It's not like you can
Mhm.
just go right. Let's get two other people to come and you can do the tasks I was going to do later this week because we got a deadline. It's like no,
No.
you got to stay up late, or you've got to
Yeah.
tell people sorry it's delayed. And I think the transparency
Mhm.
of what you said, like building up a good rapport with customers, has so
Mhm.
many benefits to it. Like say this
Oh, yeah.
game only sold like 50 copies, let's say, right? I know from the
Yeah.
reviews you've definitely got more than that. So just hypothetically, let's say it sold
Mhm.
50. If you've been great to those 50, like the chances of them trusting you as a developer, and there's a little bit of like they may tell their friends, they might buy a copy for their mates, but then when you come to your next game,
Exactly.
they know that you're not a gamble, if that makes sense. And so even if it's not a direct payout for the work you're putting in now, I think if you're looking long term to carry on developing games, that it
Mhm.
definitely is a very sensible way to approach it. And it's nice to hear that you're kind of putting a lot of focus in community and how you're a brand essentially.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can
no,
go on.
sorry, go ahead.
No, so yeah, I was just going to say the time pressure element of it would be difficult. You were saying that you were doing like one update a week to begin with. Was this something that you planned content before releasing, saying right, okay, we can do these things after release, and you had like a queue of things, or was it more of you
Mhm.
just kind of playing it as you go along, based on what needs fixed in, or what people are asking for? Was it
Yeah.
planned or was it off the cuff?
Most of it was planned for the most part. So we had a backlog of features that we kind of wanted to implement, things like counterattacks and stuff like that. But then we started noticing people actually requesting these specific things, or they had issues with the game that they felt didn't work. And we looked in our backlog and we're like, okay, this relates to this. I think this can resolve this specific issue that people are having. So every week we tried to add in kind of like things and try to get it working and stuff so it would resolve those issues that people were having. But we started off with weekly because we knew there was going to be probably quite a few bugs that we'd have to fix, and I kind of wanted to start off that like a healthy relationship with people, so they didn't see monthly updates. It takes so long. Right now we're doing a monthly one, but the only reason why we could do that is because I feel like the game's at a relatively healthy state at the moment. Only issue being playtime, right? So playtime is the thing that we have to work on, but playtime is difficult to do in 1 week. So we needed a whole month to work on new levels and stuff like that to kind of get that playtime up. But yeah, I think starting off with weekly was definitely a healthy thing, and I know some people, depending on the game, it's not easy to add in a new mechanic or a new feature every week. It definitely would be challenging for some people, but for us, we were able to kind of get that going and add in cool things that people really appreciate now. So
that sounds sort of like really rewarding if I bought a game as well, to see like new things. And also importantly, if as you said, if the game's short, you're giving people a reason to try it again.
exactly.
But yeah, I think you've addressed something that's quite an interesting topic though around a game. Like if you do have a game that doesn't take long to complete, like the obvious solution, add more levels, but adding levels is quite a long process.
Yeah, it is.
And costly in this maybe not monetary costly, however you weigh it up, but assets and someone to set it all up and someone to test it, that you can't walk through all the bad places that you're not meant to walk through, and can you shoot through this thing, all of those things, and it takes time. You've already got, did you say 18 or how many levels do you say are in it at the moment?
Now we like split up levels as well because some people were having trouble with. We had levels that were too long, so we kind of split up some of the levels. But I think now we're at around 18 or 19. At the beginning,
Nice.
we were at 16, but now we're actually starting to work on new levels. So I think by the time we release the update, we should be at around like 21 or even 22 levels. But I think, yeah, exactly as you said, adding levels doesn't entirely, add playtime, because somebody could finish a level in like maybe 5 or 8 minutes, which is not much when you think about it. That's like almost like the equivalent of doing work on a animated movie. You work on something that takes like 3 months, but it's just a minute. So the actual amount of work that went into it is not entirely worth it. And we could discuss, like, I talked about this topic really quickly on stream one time, whereas like when it comes to indie devs, if you have the possibility to, it's good to try to create mechanics or features or content that can easily be replayed. That way people can enjoy it. So things like random generation, stuff like that. Whereas with working on a single player campaign, it's way more difficult because you're trying to create a very quality experience in a very small amount of time. That's basically what it is. Yeah.
Well, that was one of the things that crossed my mind, is like, is there other ways? I'm not trying to give you advice here, more just discussing for general, anyone who's listening as well. But it's like, is there are other ways of like adding playability to it, right? And they may not directly translate to your game, of course. But it's like, I think some games, they don't have like a massive quantity of levels, but it'll be a case of, you can, maybe there's like a leaderboard, or there's kind of like time trial version of it, or there's, you have like 3 different ranks that you give to a player after they finish, and people might want to get that achievement for getting all of the gold medals on every level, which would be super challenging. Or there's like, you play it through it once, and after you finish it, then you unlock a new ability. Like I know like games like Slay the Spire and that do that, where you complete one run, they give you, here's a few more abilities that you can use when you play next. Obviously that's a roguelike, it's a bit differently, right? But it's still, it's interesting to think about, because I think what we've kind of identified here is definitely that adding content is kind of costly. And so when you're designing a game, as I said, this isn't applicable for your game as such here, just generally speaking. When designing a game, trying to go into that project thinking like, how can we make people want to keep playing it, or give it replayability? And if you find other ways that isn't just content, then that's probably going to save you a lot of time in the long run.
Hmm.
But yeah, okay. Well, it sounds pretty cool though. Where it's at the moment, I think it was even monthly updates sounds a very healthy kind of place to be in as well. Do you have a date in mind for when it would drop out of early access, or is that more of a like when you feel, hey, it feels done now? That's when you're going to do it.
Um, so going on that topic of replayability, because we have
Yeah.
things that we want to add in before we can deem it as a full launch, right? So one of the things we want to do is a challenge mode or kind of like a level that are like mini campaigns,
Mm.
but they're just separate levels that have sub challenges. So exactly like Slay the Spire, you would have challenges within that level, like kill 5 enemies by throwing a box at them or something like that,
Nice. Yeah,
right? Something
yeah.
ridiculous.
Like daily
So little
challenges,
things.
even. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah, so
Mm.
we can kinda go into that area of people really getting rewarded for completing challenges and playing levels in specific ways, where maybe if they complete a level just by completing it normally, but then they look at it and it's like, "Oh, hey, I have these little things I can do, let me try it again."
Yeah.
So it's kind of playing it's exposing ways to play the game in a different way.
Yeah.
Um, Whereas if we look at, like, horror games, for example, there's not really ways you could do the game differently, which,
Mm.
that's a whole subject for another day.
Yeah. Yeah.
But um, yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think adding content could not you could probably gain more value out of doing exactly what you said, adding little achievements and stuff like that that people can go for,
Mm.
leaderboards, which is definitely something we want to do. We want to add local leaderboards that kind of is like, hey, you did really well on this level. This was your curve. This is the amount of time that you did it at. This was your personal record before, and this is your personal record now. So kind of adding that little feedback, I think definitely goes a really long way. And it kind of gives the player their own little things to work towards. So they see a level, they're like, I want to improve this level. I feel like I could do a lot better.
Yeah.
Um, so those little things I feel like is a lot more powerful than just here's a new level.
Yeah.
Um, we're only doing that because I feel like there's little gaps in the game where it's like, okay, we can add unique mechanics for every level, or little unique things that you can do, like in an underground level. Maybe there's tons of pipes, and you shoot the pipe and like bursts or something like that, and that causes a little gameplay uh, change, right? So those little things we kind of want to do, and kind of just patch up the campaign in terms of little spots that don't make sense. We can, fit something in there. I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
But we're not really adding levels just to add playtime. I think that would
Yeah.
be a fool's what would the word be? Like a fool's I don't know. That would just be foolish. I don't think we'd
Mm.
gain any sort of actual value out of that. But we're just doing that because I think the campaign kind of needs that little connection in between areas.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, people always appreciate it as a player as well. Like extra levels, if they feel different, if it's not just like a reskinned level, then
Yeah, of course.
I think it does add value as well from a
Hmm.
player experience, which is nice. One thing I'd
Yeah.
like to comment on quickly as well is I clicked on the community page for your game, and like I think it's really great to see like how many people, like I've just had it on auto scroll for the last 5 minutes while we've been chatting. And like I still haven't got to the end of the comments, and it's only been a few months. So like,
Oh yeah.
how's that? Do you feel? I presume the majority of these people aren't from your stream, right? These are just genuine consumers, so to speak, who've taken an interest in your game and that. So like,
Yeah.
how's that felt for you, being able to just get this new wave of people who have an interest in what your life has been dedicated to for the last year or so?
Oh, it's definitely very interesting. It's
Mm,
very like because going back to the expectation of releasing and stuff. Because I remember you asked that question, and
yeah.
I just remember now. I actually had no expectation. My expectation was people were going to start yelling at me. Um, which didn't happen as often, which I'm pretty
Well,
lucky
it
for,
still
but it just
happened though, right?
it still yeah, it still happens once in a while. You'll still have those people that will be like, "Oh, okay, all right, it's okay." You just write a nice reply, even though realistically you wouldn't. But
Mm,
uh, yeah, no, it was super interesting seeing the amount of people that were invested in it, and we're very understanding about the fact that it's early access. But I think the thing that was very important is that we had a relatively promising game that has a really good, solid framework. So people see that and they're like, okay, there's a lot of promise here, which is something
mm,
that a lot of people they use that word. They say there's a lot of promise here, which is really nice to see, and it kind of gives us more hope. It's like, okay, if we work on this game, we work on it more. There's a chance that more people will be exposed to it and people will enjoy it a lot more, which is really important. But no, the amount of people that have actually commented in the community section is great. I think one of the reasons as to why people do comment their own things is because they like I try to reply to everything that I can reply to
yeah.
whenever there's like a question or something like that. I try to let them know that hey, I read this. Like I
Yeah.
saw your comment. We're here. We're looking at stuff. So I think people see that and they're like, okay, cool. I can write my own thing and they'll see it. Um, So I think that was one of the more important things. I've noticed that sometimes with games where, and it's not even a popular game. It'll be like a game where maybe they have a few comments and they're not replying to them at all. And I'm like, you got to reply to it. You got to at least let them know that you saw it, because there's no like Twitter thing like DMing where it's like seen. Like they don't
Yeah,
know that.
yeah,
Um, Replying to it definitely, like, it takes like maybe 5 to 10 seconds, and uh, you're like good to go. But it's definitely
yeah.
very surprising the amount of people that have actually been communicating, not on stream, not in the stream chat, but in
Yeah.
actually all sectors of like Steam and stuff like that. So
Well, hopefully you
it's
felt some deserved kind of praise and feel good as well for your efforts as well from
Mhm.
that, because I think game dev, it can be quite a lonely task.
It is, yeah,
You can spend a long time doing it and then no one can take an interest, and you can, if you're asking yourself, well, what was the whole point? Then maybe you're doing game dev for slightly the wrong reason. But
yeah,
at the same time, it's still not too far of of a stretch to feel like that, even if you're in it for the right reason. So yeah, hopefully
yeah.
it helped you with a bit of morale and like encouraging you to keep doing what you enjoy doing. And I hope that you do continue to do so, Mr. Crimson. So yeah, I guess the final thing then would be like, what is the future looking like for yourself? I'd imagine, as we've touched a little bit on already, that it'll be continuing with the updates for this. But do
Mhm.
you have much more on the horizon that you can talk about?
So hopefully within the middle of 2022, the game can get full release. We add all the content, and then from there we'll probably look at it a little bit more and improve it. And then after that, we definitely want to switch games, go back to Ronin, and make it what we want it to really make, because I feel like that's the one that's going to really push our studio into the into the world where people can actually see it and be like, that's I know that studio. That's the kind of like thing that I kind of want to
Mm,
get going at some point, because I think that definitely that feeling is really cool of kind of having a studio out there and people knowing about it.
definitely.
Not even from a fame standpoint, literally just from like a, hey, that they make cool games. Like that's kind of like the thing that I kind of want to go for. But
Yeah, yeah.
hopefully we'll get there.
Are you dead keen on kind of staying indie as well? If there was opportunity where someone was looking to like kind of purchase or like be a publisher for you or whatever, is that something you'd be open to for?
Um, I'm kind of open to it, but honestly, a lot of the emails and messages I've gotten are, I don't know. I don't know if it's the way they structure their wording or something like that, but I look at it and I'm like, that's there's a red flag somewhere. Uh,
Yeah,
and I've talked with a few people. I think at some point maybe, uh, at some point maybe it'll come up. But for now, I'm enjoying indie. I'm enjoying where we're at. Um, if the moment ever arises, or if the what's the word, the situation ever arises, the opportunity, that's the word I was looking for. If
yeah.
the opportunity ever arises, then definitely I'll look into it.
Nice, nice. Okay, well, it sounds cool that you're returning to Ronin as well, and you do feel that
Mhm.
you will have the time and go back into that with kind of
Yep.
lessons learned and hopefully energy kind of after. Hopefully, you take a little bit of a break as well to recoup.
Oh yeah,
I think you and the team probably deserve that. And you're looking to
for sure.
going in with pretty much the set people from the existing team, or is it
Yes.
starting again? Oh, okay, that is good.
Yeah.
That should hopefully help with cohesion and hitting
Oh,
the
for
ground
sure. Yeah.
running as well, right?
hmm
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any info on like Ronin that you could share, or like any links or anything, or is it more of a case where we'll check in with it in the future?
We do. So I did a bunch of devlogs and stuff for them, so you could definitely check it out if you wanted to.
Yeah, yeah. If
And
you find a link, even if it's in like 5 minutes or so, and drop it in the chat,
oh yeah,
that'd be grand. Just so people can
sure.
check it out, because I may have seen it popping into your stream ages ago, but now I'm thinking about it, I can't actually imagine what it is. So it'd be nice to put some visuals to the name as well,
hmm
and for people to keep an eye on in future. Yeah, and who knows, someone might come across this on YouTube, this interview, and then by the time they watch it, you might have already been working on Ronin, and it might be in a great state. So who knows? It's good to get that info out there. But
Yep.
great. Okay. Well, it was really nice talking to you, by the way, Crimson. Thank you for
Likewise.
giving us, or was it an hour and 10 minutes of your time? Aren't we lucky? Yes, but it's been nice to chat to a fellow Unreal dev as well. It was nice. We had a
Mhm.
little 10 minute like let's talk Unreal, which I don't often get to do with people I have on the interviews, which is nice.
Mhm.
But also I think it's everyone has their own little unique path in. And I know, like, yours isn't some momentous story. Like, you had no home, you had no money, and then you found a computer and you learned how to use it. No, it's not quite a drama story like that. But at the same time,
No.
out of all the people I talked to, I think you're the first one who's kind of went straight from, like, I finished with school, I'm going to go straight into game dev, and that you streamed that whole process as well of you kind of picking it up and growing. And like, I don't mean to be patronizing, like, as an old man to you, but I think you're very mature for your age, as well, in how you approach these things. Like, you're approaching things probably, like, in a more sensible way than I am, and I'm 10 years your senior as well. So, like, yeah, good on you. It's going to be super valuable for you as time goes on, now that you've done so much kind of maturing and kind of professional development in these early years, and hopefully it leads to good things for you and you get to carry on doing what you enjoy.
I would hope for that. We'll see.
Lovely. Well, if anyone wants to catch Crimson, you can just abandon my stream now, and I think he's streaming today. You can go over and check him out. But he does stream every weekday, UK time. I think it's 7 p.m. for 6 hours, so that would be like 7 till 1 a.m. our time. But if you're on the East Coast, that's 2 till 7. No, how long do you stream? Is it 2 till 8? Is that your?
It depends on how I'm feeling and how full my stomach is. That's usually how it goes.
All right, 2-ish for some hours, pending hunger levels. That'll do. But yeah, feel free to check him out. I'll drop some links in the chat now. So yeah, you can check out his Twitch channel here. You can follow him on Twitter here. And the game that we're going to be checking out, I'm going to take a little break in a moment just to get some water in that. But the game, you can go and check it out. Ooh, I've been navigating around. Let me just get the link. There we go. The game you can find there. Feel free to even if you're not going to buy it today, but if you think it's cool after watching me play it or hearing Crimson, then do feel free to wishlist it even and consider it in future. But yeah, well, thank you very much, Crimson. I'll let you get off and carry on with the rest of your day.
Yeah. Well, good luck with the game. I'll probably wait on streaming until you're done playing and stuff like that. So nobody abandon the stream. Don't do that. That's that's rude.
It's completely up to you. I do warn you. I warned you earlier that I used to play Counter-Strike and then I got bad and then I stopped playing. I'm not a great gamer, but I do enjoy trying. So we'll see how I do.
If you don't do well in the first level, of course there's the tutorial as well. So make sure you play the tutorial. A couple tips, and then that'll expose you to some of the mechanics and stuff like that. Right. And of course, if you experience any issues, that's completely normal, and we'll probably fix it.
That's fine. I will send feedback. Don't worry. I'll make sure that I put a red thumbs down on your game review. Right. That's the cool thing to do. Right.
Hey, I'll completely accept it as long as there's proper feedback and it's not like poop or something like that.
I'm kidding, but yes, I look forward to it. And yeah, another reminder: if you do end up buying this game as well, do leaving a review after you play it. It makes a massive difference. So yeah, do feel free to go ahead and do so. But yeah, Brill, if there's nothing else, I will let you go. I'll take my break and then we'll get into play Suit for Hire. Thank you so much, Crimson. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Lovely.
It's been great having a chat and stuff like that. Nice little change of pace from usual days.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Thank you.
Good. A pleasure. All right, we'll catch up soon.
Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, what a lovely individual, ladies and gentlemen. It's funny because you look at the info on his Twitch page and he's just like, this isn't just your typical, game dev stream. We've got a bunch of memes and all of that, and then I'm like, am I going to struggle to chat to this guy? And it turns out he's just a wonderful individual who can just talk just like a normal human, believe it or not. So yeah, really nice to catch up with FirstCrimson, and definitely based on your time zone, if you're looking for an Unreal developer who's got a game in a pretty solid state that they're working on, it's a really, really good community that he's got around him. So do feel free to check out the stream. But right, myself, I'm going to get some water. I need to tell my darling wife that I'm kicking her off of Outer Wilds because I have that game. She's playing it through my library. But when I launch this game, it kicks her off because of library sharing. So I'm going to give her the 5-minute warning to finish up. And then we'll be jumping on this in just a few minutes. Before I go, I should also respond to chat as well. Just to say, Mega RGJ, how dare you? I'm not washed up. I'm just retired. No, there's a different term. Littlewood, good to see you as well. Capamangas, thank you very much. And thank you as well for people from FirstCrimson's community for being here and chatting. Yeah, we had a bit of a slow start to stream, but it was nice to have some people in the chat responding to what Crimson had to say, and just generally listening and you know, finding it interesting to hear about his experience. But Brill, okay. I will be back in, yeah, hopefully around 4 minutes, maybe less. So you hold on to your horses. We'll be playing this game. Let's launch it, shall we? If we launch it, then at least we can have that little anticipation, and Alicia can get the warning. All right. Get ready. We're going. There we go. We're on title screen. It gives us that little bit to look forward to, right? I'll be back in just a mo. We're back, people. We're back. Hello, hello. Thank you for holding on. Bizarrio was saying that you always thought this game was Ronin because you used to go to the stream and you remember Ronin and you remember this game's graphics and your brain joined the two games into one. Ronin for hire. Well, hopefully we get to see Ronin as well in the not too distant future. Oh yeah, and if you did have any links to like some of the devlogs or whatever, you are welcome to drop them in chat as well, FirstCrimson. But okay, let's get started. We got a nice little bit of like, you know, you move the mouse, you get a bit of following around, subtle, not too dizzying, nice. It's pretty solid start. The ambient is pretty cool as well. I've gone into settings before I started just to get the volume down to the right level. Not going to do anything else other than that. We're going to go to tutorial to learn a little bit about it. All right, mouse. I guess mouse sensitivity is going to be something that I need to get right. Doesn't feel too bad at the moment, actually. I do hate when games are like super sensitivity and the first thing you've got to do is go into the controls and properly slow things down. Okay, welcome to Suit for Hire. In this tutorial, we'll show you most of the basics. Let's get started with movement. Try going in all directions. Once you've moved in all directions, you can press the button to proceed. Okay, we go up, press E. Okay, wonderful. What I like to do, because I'm an Unreal dev, I like to look at all this and go, oh, how's he done all this in Unreal? Look at this UI stuff. UIs are right paid in Unreal. So I'm not appreciating any of that. So dodging, your job is to efficiently eliminate enemies and not die in the process. Stay out of danger by dodging. You have a max of 3 dodges that refresh every 3 seconds as shown in the bottom left. That's what the yellow UI is. Okay, great. Run in a direction and press the input key below. So spacebar. Okay, do this 3 times to proceed. Dodge. Oh, look at that little action roll. Can you change direction while rolling? No. Good. As you'd expect. Okay, good. We've done it. Let's go and press the button. I want to shoot it, but I'm not. I'm going to go and press it because, you know, it didn't tell me to shoot. I'm a good tutorial boy. Okay, so you've equipped a personal handgun. This is the most powerful weapon you have in your arsenal. Fire 7 shots to proceed. So it is... it's a directional shot. I don't think if I go like lower, it's not going to like aim at the foot, right? So it's purely, it's not like you have to click on a particular part. It's more about the angle. So there's 1, 2, 3. I mean, I've got to shoot 3 more. Ah! Just to show that I'm angry. Yes, I agree. Oh, I realize, I think it's going choppy. Can I get into the options from here? I think VSync is the problem. Let me apply that and see if that makes a difference. There you go. That's not choppy anymore. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, depending on your stream setup and how many frames per second you're like rendering out, a VSync can be a big old issue. Okay, so the game's running fine for me. Okay, oh, sorry. Unfortunately, you're not the type of suit to bring lots of ammo. You have 1 reserve magazine and 7 bullets. These can be replenished by getting 7 perfect shots in a row. Ooh, that's a nice mechanic. Picking up ammo boxes or by executing enemies. Have no ammo while doing these actions will immediately reload you. Okay, that's nice. Okay, run out of ammo. It's time to resort to your fists. As a suit, you use your full body to take on enemies. Try kicking and punching the enemy using F. Ooh, okay. You got to get close to them. Can I run around behind him? Okay, so F was... oh, I can right-click as well. Okay, I missed that. So I right-click is directional, and then you can... oh, a nice little roundhouse at the end of that as well. Oh, he's down. Ooh, it did feel like it does a nice little gap closer. Oh, that is nice with the punch. So I don't think it happens with the kick. Oh, it does. It does. So if you go towards them, it will like kind of gap close, which is feels really nice actually. You kind of want that, like punching. Oh, I got to do a finisher. That was nice. Bah, 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 bah. Sorry. So I think it definitely feels rubbish in a game where you punch and you just miss them, even though you're facing them. So that is cool. That is cool. All right, let's just shoot him and carry on then. Uh-oh. So that would give me my ammo back doing one of those. Okay, using the environment. On top of being able to kick enemies, you can kick objects and grenades into the enemies. Kick 2 blue barrels. Optionally, kick it towards the dummy. Don't be shy. Oh, I mean, shh. That didn't happen. Good. Yeah, you take that. Oh, I mean... I might have done it the wrong way. I wanted to do the old kick and then jump towards him. Well, we're just going to have to kick it at him. I keep pressing space to kick. My mistake. There we go. Alright, good. Okay, willpower. When you eliminate and hit enemies, you gain willpower. Willpower is that white bottom at the bar at the bottom. Okay, cool. Willpower can be used to go into time focus. You need 25% minimum. Attack the dummies and then enable time focus with Q. Okay. So as I kill, you can see that bar is going up. So I'm now up to 50%. Okay, and then we're going to go into Q mode. Everyone likes the slow-mo mode. Pow. Ah, see that I saw in the trailer and I thought it was a great addition. And I don't know if it runs at the same time because it looked like it went slow-mo when the game was going full. And I was like, I can imagine how you do it if it wasn't like that. You just put a spawner camera where they die, right? Show it, it's a sub camera. Really cool feature. But if it goes at different speeds, I'm confused how you do it. Okay, so we're out of ammo now. So we'd have to punch something along. But no, that's a cool mechanic. I like that. I need to... Oh, uh-oh. Oh, so you come out of the bottom if you do that. That makes sense. I was wondering what was happening there. So that should give me my ammo immediately. Yeah, okay, cool. I like that. I'm wondering whether I want the sensitivity a bit higher. Let me just try and get this right. Input is the sensitivity. Gameplay, would it be in that? No. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is there no sensitivity scale? How dare. Well, that's a shame. I can change it on my mouse. It's not far off. It's just... There's a few times where I try and flick another direction. Lurkin! Very nice to see you, Mr. McClurkin. Thank you very much for the good luck. We're having a great old time. We had a nice chat with FirstCrimson, and now we're playing his game. Sensitive because it uses cursor speed. Good idea for an... Ah, okay, okay. Oh, so is it based on speed, not... oh, so it basically uses, like in Counter-Strike, you had the mouse... What's it called? Wait, you'll move further if you move faster. I guess that allows you to be, like, precise and fast. Yeah, based on speed. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. I'll just move faster. Acceleration, thank you. Okay, as mentioned before, when you run out of ammo, you can use your willpower to execute enemies. Oh, willpower to execute enemies as well. Oh, is that why I get to use E? Oh, I didn't understand. That's why it came up. I thought it's just I had to hit them enough times. There's, when you have 50% willpower, can trigger the execute pop-up. Yeah, you can finish them. Yeah, so like we had here. So let's punch, punch, punch. Oh, we've already got 50%. Uh-oh. Can I not do it now? Ah, yeah, there you go. I think they need to be, like, dazed, potentially, is it? But it does use 50% of it. But it does give you your ammo back as well, so it's a nice trade. It's random when it happens. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's it for now. Cool. Let's go then. There's ammo for us. Do we have to press E on it to pick it up? Or do you just roll into it? Let's just shoot a bunch of this. Oh yeah, it... Oh, okay, that's a bit strong. You can just stand on it. But, I mean, that could be fun at the same time. Alright, let's go. Let's check out. Oh, you do pick it up. Yeah, I'm not sure whether in the game, whether you'd pick it up and there wouldn't be another one. But, okay, let's go. Campaign, level 1. Everyone be gentle. My aim is going to be rubbish. Want a smooth experience, a proper experience. Let's go proper. Let's go proper. Come on, we're not that terrible, right? Oh, look at these little tips as well. Alright, here we are. So this is our car. I assume we're going this way. We just need to brap people. Uh-oh, he's missed his first shot. Alright. 2 perfect shots. Okay, I've missed a few, but I feel it's good. I'm hitting them at least. Oh, I like the little shoot. Uh-oh. Yeah, we don't have ammo. I need to take some of these on melee-wise, don't I? I can kick him. Alright, a little more and we can replenish ammo, but there's ammo over here as well. Nice, okay. Oh, look at the blood on the floor. So ketchup. Okay, I got a feeling we need to go the other way. We'll just check this area. The camera angle implies to me we'd be seeing more in the level if we were meant to go that way. Let's go this way. Uh-oh, we might be dead end this way as well. Oh, I like that little shader thing. Look at that. That's quite nice. So we need to get this gate open, potentially. Pressing the E in here. That works. Oh, no, he shot me too. I slowed down time for too long. No, start from the beginning. Start from the beginning. I wasn't happy with my execution. There we go. If they see me die, they think I'm weak. You gotta restart, alright? If they don't have a gun, you can really just take your time with the shot, right? They're the boys you gotta watch out for. Okay, we got 2 bullets left. Alright. Let's open the gate. Uh-oh. Yeah. Okay, we still don't have bullets though, right? Oh, hang on. So do you have to hold R to reload? Because I swear I tried pressing it. Maybe you need to hold it. Alright, slight change of camera angle. Has he got a gun? He has. Oh, does he drop a single bullet as well? Oh, you can... I forgot you can bloody dodge as well. Oh, look at the blood just squirting from his neck, the poor boy. Oh, there's some ammo in here. Get me in there. How do I get in there? There's ammo. I can see it. Oh, we'll just have to keep an eye. Oh my gosh, it's the wonderful Alicia Griffin. Thank you so much for the raid. Nice to have you here. We're playing Suit for Hire by FirstCrimson at the moment. We're just on the first level. It's a shooty game with limited ammo. But one-shot kills, which often feels good in these games. I have no ammo left, but we're at the end of this checkpoint at least, which feels good. Take it slow and plan out your engagements. You don't want to waste all your bullets due to stress. Correct. Thank you for the tip. Welcome along, Elisha Clan. It's nice to have you here. We have Unit 27. Hi again, Kappa. Hi, the Spacey. Dragonfly True, nice to see you. Hello, hello. We have Wendell. Hello. We have Austin Spafford. Nice to see you as well. The Book Snail. Ah, we have Sister. Hello there, Tanya. It's nice to see you. Lovely, lovely, lovely. They voted on me. I feel as popular as ever. Thank you. We need bullets. I mean, I can just punch these, right? If I want to. You can take your time. It does. I like Crimson. I would say it does feel good that you can kind of just take your time and like. It feels like they're not like instantly on you and like hitting you as fast as they can. They kind of like approach you slowly, and that I don't know. It feels good as a player that you can kind of back off and then just like choose to shoot or not. Okay, so we got 1 bullet left, but we can go ahead and do some melee. We took out the one with a gun, and now we need to do some punchy. Uh-oh, he's got bullets. Get the one with the gun. Okay, I was gonna use my special to get some bullets back off him, but we nicked 1 bullet off the guy with a gun. I wonder, is there Gore settings in this? Not that it makes me feel ill, just more of like, can you change the Gore level? Because that might be something that people would be interested in. Oh, you can knock people back into each other. That'd be cool. In video. So there is a blood thing in here, is there? Ah, nice. So you can just turn it off if you want. Just want to see what it's like afterwards. Just because I mean, if it does add to the game, but I don't know if it detracts from the game if I don't have it. Oh, crikey. Okay, yeah, I rolled at him, which was probably the mistake. All right, let's go. We can do this. We can do this. All right, we got ourselves some bullets. We're gonna go and save me some bullets. Try and kick him into each other, like you said. Uh-oh. Trying to just use it as a bit of practice for like melee fights. Because when we need to melee fight, we need to be strong at melee fighting, right? Ah, Death penalty. Yeah, we lose money for okay, maybe let's not practice. Let's just be good. All right. Oh, he's missed 2 shots. He's got 1 clip left. Okay, we got 2 bullets on the floor that we can pick up. Ah, you gotta be quick. I missed that. Did you give me an interact prompt down here then? No, I thought I saw some text pop up. Oh, no. Right there. We can slow it down. Shoot him quickly. He had a gun. Oh, if you press Q, can you cancel it? Oh, does it just use it? I think the slowdown, it'll use like all of your bar when you press it. So that's something to be aware of. Is there something that indicates my health as well? I feel like I can take like maybe 2 hits and then I'm dead. Oh, it could be that little armor icon up there. Okay, you. And then we're gonna punch you and hopefully stack up a little E combo if we can. No, didn't quite get there. It's alright, we're close to halfway. Oh, okay. Any guns? No. Stabby stab. There was almost a little bit of blood. The setting was a lie. Uh-oh. No, I'm... This is... Did he have a gun? He did. Alright, we need to just roll around. Alright. It's like I punch him up a bit and then I get impatient and I just shoot him anyway. I like that they have quite nice slow like attacks. It makes it feel good as a player to be able to kind of you choose when to engage, you know, and you can kind of just, yeah, you can take the encounters at your own speed, which is nice. Right, you can go. Alright, good. They are down. The little vest in the right of the bar is my... okay, so I don't have it anymore, which means I'm probably close to death. Any guns? No guns. Uh-oh, I almost got Bosch though, didn't I? I wonder, does the roll interrupt your attack and... Oh, he had a gun! There's me asking questions. You didn't check the gun on that one, did you, Dan? Okay, fine. Let's lose all our money, shall we? Let's go again. Ah, what the? I feel like this is what Dan would be like if he actually had a gun. He's 2 feet away and I need 4 shots to clip him once. Alright, with 5 bullets left. Uh-oh. 1, 2. Okay. Okay, now we gotta preserve. Oh, he took a hit as well. It's not gone well for Dan, but it's alright. It's alright. He gets himself a full clip of ammo back. Alright, he's gonna take down this one first. And then he's gonna show this bat boy. He's not to be messed with. Full clip again. Let's get that money though. Everyone loves cash money, right? I kind of like that they're there, even though you don't really question why is there piles of cash hanging around. It's arcadey enough that you feel like, just collect them. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Big boot. Oh no, get it. Okay, good. We got that. We're looking for the... Oh, has he got a sword? That one. He does have a sword, I think. Oh, okay, now we're out. Whoop. Oh, he has... Let's take him down fast. I wonder if they can hit me while I'm doing the glory kind of kill as well. Uh-oh. We don't get to find out. You can press E to counter. Interesting. Alright. one of the things that's taking me a while to adapt is the control, the like right click for punch, but then F for kicking. I don't think it's wrong. It's just my brain is having to think about it a bit more than I'd hope. So does it slow down just when when I almost get hit as well? It feels like it does. Come at me, come at me. All right, he's swinging. Now we dodge. I missed. Okay, one more left. No, we'll save this. We'll save this. Oh, I could have used my E then, couldn't I? But I didn't, and I didn't pick up bullets from these boys. He's lost his hitman skills. He went to hitman school for what? Oh, he didn't drop a bullet. Oh, he pelted me with the club though, didn't he? Blast. Okay, we've lost our armor. It's fine. Chop chop. Here we go. Did we get... Yeah, we do get our reloaded ammo as well. Wonderful. Now we're ready. Uh-oh. Oh, you shouldn't reload early. You lose all the extra bullets. I've been playing too many nice games where you reload and you somehow don't lose the extra clip worth of bullets. Definitely not a perfect... Oh, I did get 6 perfect shots. I just need 1 more. And I get a free clip reload. Ah! Maybe there was too long a gap or it wasn't a perfect clip. A perfect shot, sorry, not a perfect clip. Alright, was there anything I missed in my excitement? So I'm guessing perfect shot means like not arms. It needs to be like in the middle of their body, I'd imagine. Since you can't go like up or down. Okay, we need to also hopefully get a little glory kill here. I don't know if it's called glory kill. I think that's a Doom term, isn't it? But I think you know what I mean when I say it, so. Dodge. Oh no, I need to turn. My mouse was not... Ah! Okay, okay. I'm not risking this. I'm sorry. Whoop. I'll shoot the man. Whoop. It feels tense. It's good. Okay, lots of people. Let's just... how many? We got 4 bullets. There's 1 each if they ask nicely. Okay. Now we have 0 bullets, though. We should have left the last one alive and done a bit of ammo, kind of... Pick up explosive. Oh, so is that telling me I can put it on the van? Oh, over here. Okay, so it turned me around. This was my mission, I assume. Kablamo. Okay, that sounds good. Hey, Halsey. Welcome, welcome. Hope work was good. Perfect shots is just not missing. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. I like how it does carry on from it, even if we don't see like an explosion in that. To be honest, having a cutscene where it explodes wouldn't have really done much for me as a player, I don't think, anyway, so. Yeah, now we got bullets. Let's go. Who wants some? You want some. You want some. You want some. You and... Oh, I missed! I need to... jump. Okay, we don't have bullets. We just got to run at him. Punch him. Nice. Okay. I think we've got some cover. I wonder if the enemies don't spot you, whether they use like perception in that way. It looks like, yeah, it does work like that. Nice. We still... Oh, he shot his mate! I'll take that. I'll take that. Right, you are going to be how we get ammo. I hope. No, move. Whoop. Okay, we got 1 dodge left at the moment. Ah, there's ammo up here. Alright, we can... Whoop. That was a nice little shot, wasn't it? I could have just picked up this bullet instead of reloading, but... We did it. We did it. It feels good, man. It really does. I think I'm playing it quite slow as well. Right, yeah. Not dangerously short on ammo. I'm trying not to exhaustively search for stuff as well. So like, I could have gone south on this road. It'd be interesting if there was stuff for me, like a reward for me for going there. I just want to take this guy out first. Uh-oh. Yeah, am I invincible when I'm doing that? Part of me hopes so, but then part of me feels it would be fair if I wasn't as well. I wanted that cutscene. I don't know if I did. It would have just felt a little bit more polished. Oop. All right, let's just do the let's do the perfect shot, shall we? Come on, 2 more. I think, is there a timer before it, like, that it wears out on? I think there must be. Yeah, it is. It makes sense as well. Okay, we need to get that bullet because we've got none. Is that a better gun? What is... what? I didn't even know there was a better gun. I was ready to go around as a pistoler all game. Alright, there's someone shooting over here, so we need to take those down first. Who's shooting at me? What? How do we get to you? Oh no, I get the best gun. And I just walk into his baseball. Alright, let's go. We can do this. Is there a checkpoint relatively near? No. But I guess it's not like right from the start. Damn it. I think that's definitely a good player kind of hook. Oh, I tried jumping. I just... Oh. Okay, so it doesn't like... I don't think it interrupts whatever you're doing to dodge. It'd be nice if it did, but maybe too easy if that's the case. Maybe it does, and I'm just looking for reasons to blame anything but myself. Yeah, slow-mo would be good. I got 7 bullets, so you're right. Let's... Oh! I thought I did it, but I got shot midway through, so I don't think it counted, which was miserable. Right, I just need to sneak in here. Oh! I do very much like that after a roll you're a bit vulnerable as well. That's fair, that's fair. Alright. Take 2. Action. 1. Who wants some? 2. 3. Oh, he missed. He just needs to focus on the gunmen now. Uh-oh. Oh, damn it. I thought I had a gun. I thought I had a gun. Alright, let's just run. Get you. Get you. There's a bullet over here. That's for you. Oh, I missed it. I was going so well. Oh, I really needed the reload there, didn't I? No, to be honest, I think you can have checkpoints, but at the same time, I feel it's meant to be like a skill game, right? So I don't feel it's too bad. Yeah, it's good to know it's on your radar at least. Alright. You, I don't trust you. No! I thought I would just be able to punch through his baseball bat. I need to get used to this. It's fine. The one negative with the kind of checkpoint... well, we're having to redo it. I think the music's almost getting a little repetitive. Despite it being good. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom! Oh, that's when it does it, is it? That's when it... Ah, that feels good. That feels good. So you know you've got it when it comes up with the... with that cam view. 3, 4. I like how it doesn't just fill up your current ammo, it gives you an extra clip as well. Let's go. I think it feels good when you don't stop to shoot as well. Like, but you can see how bad I am when I try doing it. There we go. We don't need to reload. We can do fancy stabby stabs to get bullets back. All right, can we go through here? Great. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll call it 3.5. Anyone else? Oh, I tried shooting, but I needed to reload. That is a shame. That is a shame. I was playing well for once. Oh, there's a statue. Alright, who have we got? Who have we got? Anyone we... Okay, Mr. Stabby Man. We'll just punch this one up. Look at that little action move. Fancy. Little trip. Right, oh, we had issues with this last time. I want to see, can I just shoot this guy? Or is he shootable? Oh, you can. Okay, just because the laser didn't go on him, it made me think I wasn't going to shoot him. As a bit of feedback. That's why I didn't try shooting him the first time round. Oh. Okay, we got a bigger bang bang now. Anyone else around here? Any sneaky... Hello? Oh, so was that a stealth kind of kill? I think it was. I didn't even know stealth kills was a thing. That's nice. Oh, give me the bullet though. Oh no, it's a pistol ammo is low. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, civilians would be interesting actually. You have to double check before you go just brapping everyone. So I'm guessing this is like a power-up, which is very arcadey as well, that you can't replenish your ammo on it. You've just got it for X amount of time. Uh-oh, that was not so good. Okay, we can go in there. That's our next location, but let's have a look. Oh, Dan, come on. No, imagine I died there and I had to do the whole thing again. I can throw the weapon. We'll try and... Uh-oh. Is their car arriving? Oh, there is. I threw the weapon at him. Oh, I've got bullets again. Thank goodness. I like that little cutscene was cool though. All right, we're going driving instead. Yeah, Hotline Miami, I remember trying some levels so many times on that, but you kind of, it almost became a puzzle, you know, and it was quite satisfying to play through. Okay, so hopefully I've gone the right way, because you kind of incentivized me to go this way with that money. Anyone got a gun? No? Let's fight like men then, huh? Uh-oh, I mean, there's a lot of you and guns. I'd already rolled, I couldn't... Alright. I might have talked big. I might be regretting it. And that's totally fine. Let's go. You can spam it 3 times. Oh, okay. There's still a little bit of a delay, right? I think what I do is I try and shoot before the roll is like finished, and then I end up just standing still. Because I think I'll shoot them, so then they won't shoot me. Uh-oh, that was not... Oh, Dan. Okay, 1 bullet left. We're going to save this for nasty people. Well, there's nasty people in the distance there. You see? They're very nasty, shooting their shots at me. We'll use this pillar. Right. Oh, I missed it! Damn it! Good. Okay, he just stopped shooting while I was doing that, which I'm glad about. Right, let's just do that because we can pick up this bullet, right? Efficient. Let's have a little look over here. So do you have like camera volumes in the game? So like when you move through it, it changes camera angle. I try and do that in a game jam recently. I'm just wondering how you approach the change of camera angles. Oh, look in the mirror. Actually reflects. Okay, how much bullets we got? How many, I should say. What would the Queen say in that English? Uh-oh. Okay, slow down. Give me an angle on Mr. Bullet McShooty. Okay, I'm not getting an angle on him. Just gonna have to shoot you guys out of the way, aren't I? But we took a hit there, which is a shame. I don't have any bullets either, so we need to get fisty punching fast. Oh, get the cursor. I keep forgetting that you need to point at them to punch them. It's perfectly fine, I think. There's a couple of times I've caught myself not doing it. I really like the two-hit death. It's cool. Okay, that went good. Second time lucky. One bullet left. I'll take you out because you had the sword, I think. Oh, I think I counted him. I managed to do my counter. No, I pressed the spaces far too late. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, that definitely feels like a bit of backseat in shoot the mirror, right? We have an overlap and then we have it directional, so it blends from the original to the new act. Yeah, so is the box based on a particular angle? And then do you have it, if you leave that box, it reverts to your natural angle? Or do you just have another volume next to it? When you go into that, it changes back to another angle. So they're like set in pairs. Okay, that went fine. Fine, if I just take my time, we can do this. I am a suit for hire. I'm a strong, independent suit for hire. And no goons are gonna make me think otherwise. Ah! Apart from the ones with the guns. Yeah, you can't hit me while I'm doing all the fancy stuff, can you? Huh. How do you like those apples? Does it bounce? Oh, it does. He does. He was genuinely trying to give us solid advice. Can't believe that. Can't believe that after all my nice little shoots. I like the idea that you kind of like you can almost chain them along and intentionally leave 2 seconds between shots so that you can keep the chain going. I'd imagine people who are good at aiming would have a real good time with this. Oh, I don't have reserve ammo either, do I? Nobody saw that. That was 3 bullets, 3 deaths, right? Definitely not the whole clip. What do you want? Uh-oh, dodge. Come on, Dan. Come on. Get your shoot on. Oh, we're out of bullets. There's 1 bullet over there. No! Okay. We kind of tried rolling through get it. Slow-mo punchy punch. Kick those. Combos are cool. I think the melee combat feels quite good. I'm just a bit I stopped thinking about aiming my I timed that wrong. I stopped thinking about aiming my punches after a while. All right. Yeah, trick shot compilation. You better be clipping this, ladies and gentlemen. This is some hot material for my YouTube. On that note, I am going to shout out my own YouTube. There's a link at the bottom of the stream, or if you do YT in the chat. I recently made a channel in the last few months, and I've uploaded a ton of content, and I'm uploading all of these streams and the feedback streams that I do, and the Kattenberg devlogs, Kattenberg being a game myself, Brainoid and Spacey are working on. And yeah, if we get to 100 subs on the YouTube, then that means we get a nice custom name for our channel, rather than just having a weird link that you'll see if you do !YT. So yeah, if you do like these sort of interviews, or if you like seeing me die repeatedly, do feel free to subscribe to the YouTube, and you get notifications when I post new videos. I'll show up in that little subscriber list that you flick through when you're wasting time on the toilet. What? I mean, I deserve that. Fredo, thank you for that link. Hawaii. Right. All right. Let's do this. I'm not as bad as I'm playing. We gotta preserve bullets a bit. So we're gonna shoot the threats. Oh, he was meant to be shot. Okay, maybe I am as bad as I was. Alright, right. Again, we take some fights, and when we save the bullets for when we need them. Alright, these boys don't need bullets yet. Oh, I should have pressed E instead of cautiously dodging. Oh, just shoot the man. Okay, we got him. Nice. We got that. That'll give us some braps. I use all of the real thug terminology for guns, bang bangs and braps. Okay, we got 6 bullets coming into this room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was hoping I could just get one with that extra bullet. But it's too late now. Okay, we'll just bring this one round for a fight. I mean, we could fight you instead, because you got bullets. Okay, we've got bullets now. Wonderful. Moobot is very helpful in that way. Okay, guns there. Let's take you out. I'm glad that I'm invincible while doing my like glory kill thing. It would feel really, it would make it a lot harder if not. Okay, so we finally made it to the next room. Ah, that's why I'm getting that short time focus. It's when you roll away at the right time. That makes sense why it happens sometime. So basically, I was just being so great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, fine. Oh no! I felt so powerful, I picked up the SMG, started spraying. And I got brapped. Oh man, it does shoot fast, doesn't it? Does it always shoot 2 bullets? I think that'd be good if it does, even if you just tap it. Did I just get shot? I might have just got shot. Oh, there's food. Can we eat the food? No. That's a shame. Uh-oh. Alright, who wants some? Oh, we got gold boy statues. They're like little monkeys walking. Alright, what have we got? We got a shooty boy, and we've got a club boy. Club. Shame I didn't have a full clip there. I think that's what I probably need to work on doing, is like going into a fight with a full clip and try and get those 7 kills if I know there's a lot of them. You can probably just like run around for a while, you know, and kite them. Build them up a bit. As long as you can dodge those. So let's prep that one. We're going to reload and then we're going to go for a... How many we got? We got 5, 6, 7. I think we're ready for it. No. Oh, I missed one. No. No, I got clubbed in the back. Of course I did. If I tried to talk it, use your words. Alright, let's try and talk. Let's talk it out. Okay. Let's get this going. A bit of chat will help. Gentlemen, I am looking for the head chef. They don't seem willing. The head chef. Look, I will kick you back until you get me the chef. I'm not happy with my dinner. It was cold. The menu said it would come with a salad. And I tell you what, a few leaves of lettuce is not a salad. Now get me the chef. Shh. I don't want to leave a bad review on TripAdvisor, but I will. Okay, that is it. I will now miss all my shots in anger. Let me speak to your manager. Oh, is that a grenade? I could have kicked that back. It did say in a chip earlier. Yeah, look at me. I'm saving my big boy gun. Let's oh, don't worry about that money. Okay, there's a lot of them, but we're gonna do this sensibly. Bring them all over here. Come on. And then I'm gonna introduce you to my little friend. Okay, I run out of bullets far too quick. Damn it. Okay, throw the gun. I think that was a counter then as I tried to do a little... Oh man, this is not... I got one bullet. As long as that... Oh, I punched him, but it didn't interrupt his swing. I feel like it has been doing that norm. Oh, look at it. It says my death's at the bottom. That was at least 2 rat-a-tatas. I feel it was a good strategy. Are we going for the rat-a-tat strategy again? Right. Which one of you boys is going to make me a new Caesar salad? Huh? You there. Okay. Right there. Before we pick up that. Oh, I picked it up by accident. We gotta save our rat-a-tas. I will not waste my rat-a-tas. It's for the moment. It's the Okay, I got shot. I still feel it was the right decision not to use my rat-a-tas. The good news is we've got bullets once we run out of our rat-a-tas this time. You can't change gun, can you? Oh yeah, these were the ones we baited into it. Right. Who wants some? We're going to do this again. But this time I'm going to win. Did you hear the message, boys? I'm winning this time. Oh gosh, there's loads. Alright, we'll take it to this corner. right, we ready? Alright, it was good. No! No! No. I enjoyed my approach though. I felt like a boss for just a moment. I'm not sure this is merely a flesh wound. Oh, give me just one moment, sorry. Lovely, no problem. Alright, let's go. Oh, I missed the last shot. Ay. Alright. We're now rat-a-tatting early because I'm so sad about missing that shot. We'll play the game a bit more properly, as much as I felt like a gangster. And I did enjoy it. It was probably the highlight of my play so far. We were going to go through anyway. Whoop. Give me the little glory thing. Curses. Alright, it's fine. We got money, we got lives, we got armor, but we got a massive room of enemies with no bullets. Any bullets? Reward me? No. My uncle said to never take no for an answer. You walk up to the CEO and you give him your resume. Is that what I'm doing here? Is that what the whole thing is? Hire me as your bodyguards because your current setup sucks. That's got to be a story in some crappy action film already, right? Okay. We got bullets. We got health. All we need is to execute the plan. Dodge. Ooh, we got a quick shot there. What happened to this boy? Oh, did he get shot by his mate? Alright, we've made it to the next room. Yeah. And we got ourselves some ammo. It's all looking good. Right. Oh, we okay, we can waste some bullets. Oh, let's go. Is there gonna be like some boss here that gave me ammo before it? Okay. Oh, is that a shotgun? It looks like a shotgun. I quite like the slow kind of pistol approach, mind, but I feel I'd be an idiot not to take the shotgun. But I feel this is a waste. It's probably going to spray loads of them at once, so I should save it until there's a group. Do I like jump? No, that's where I was, I think, right? Yeah. Alright, so we're going to just punchy people until there's a group. Or until it's an emergency. I even missed him! Point blank with a shotgun. Honestly, I'm starting to think that maybe my mum was right when I said, Mum, I want to be a hitman. And she said, no, go and get a real job. Alright, here we go. Maybe we should do our clustering idea again, you know? It was a good strategy, just... What? Okay, it doesn't spread as much as I wanted it to. But it does knock them back for 6. I mean, that was fun. We'll take this bullet. Oh, are we on max bullets? Oh, we must be. Oh, we didn't have an extra clip though, did we? Now we do. No, you don't. Not on my watch. Did you just throw a grenade? You did, cheeky chap. I tried throwing the gun. I think I missed. I should probably try and keep my cursor towards the middle of the screen to help me change in angles as well. There's a button to press. Oh, how did I got so distracted by the button. The baseball boy did not enter my vision. Right. Here we go. We've logged onto Windows. We're checking their emails. Signing up to all sorts of newsletters. That's the sort of stuff we do. We're doing that just for fun. Okay. Oh, we opened this door. Down we go in the lift. Follow allergens. Back off. Okay, so we're in the garage now. Alright, this boy doesn't know what's coming, does he? Execute. Kaprow! I wonder if, like, control to sneak would be good. I don't feel this game needs sneaking, though. Oh, okay, I wanted to kick the ball. The bomb ball. Am I out of bullets yet? I am now. Alright. Take cover here. Now we got bullets. 3 in a row. The environments are interesting. I think it's kind of a mix of open space and little closed spaces. There's probably something I could have found in... Oh, the barrels we could push as well. Guessing we can't open that. It tends to say E. From further away if you can interact with things. And no, we were a whole floor away. And I hear they got good soundproof floors in this building. Oh, Dan. Alright, so if you all just take your time to come at me. I'm having trouble aiming, and I'd appreciate if you just give me a little bit of time to find my aim. Oh, do we go down that way? What's down here? Oh, no. Okay, 1 bullet. Whew. I almost got shot then, didn't I? Okay, we're getting away in this car. We are, but of course we're going to get this money to make up for the 100 deaths. There was no button feedback. There wasn't, Snail, I'm afraid. Okay, we're out in the street now. I do like the kind of like border shading you've got on a lot of your. I think I noticed it on. Actually, was it on some like hedges earlier? But now I'm looking at. Oh, don't abandon the mission. I'm trying to work out. Maybe there's not a border, and it's just. Oh, cracky! I was talking too much again. Maybe it's just the assets looking at it closely. A new song indeed. Pogers, as we like to say. The famous May Pogue. Pogue. Yeah. How do you like those apples? They like them a lot. What's... Okay, let's not shoot the glass. We learned. Alright. Oh, what is... Okay, is that a... Okay, there's another bomb. Grenade. Oh! Shot in the back. I wasn't even facing you, you coward. Why do I feel so powerful when I pick up the non-pistols? I think I can just shoot them all. But no, you still gotta aim. And we all know that's not my talent. It's not my God-given gift. But we will go and get it again. We'll try and learn from our mistakes. Alright, here we go. Learn. Just use it like a pistol, but a fat pistol. It's a pistol with lots of ammo. Is that guy sideways on the floor? Kick it. Yeah. I worry about that guy who's on the floor there. Or is he... did I kill him earlier? He's dead, I think. That's a shame. He could have been one of the good guys. He just happened to be wearing a balaclava due to the cold climate that day. Inclement weather. warrants a balaclava. There was some bullets down here, I think, yeah. All these cars are stopped because there's madmen shooting their guns. I like how you use the traffic kind of like areas to kind of control the flow of the map. Do I need to hold G to shoot better? Because I feel like my throws are measly at the moment. I also reloaded at a bad time. Okay, there's a guy with a gun over there. Oh, we could have got the whole 7-shot thing, but instead I wanted to miss my shots, didn't I? Alright, finish him. Baklava. There's a difference between baklava and balaclava. My wife loves baklava. Unless I've misunderstood all these months and years, and she actually wanted me to wear a balaclava. I'm pretty sure she likes the dessert. Oh, makes me sad. I even took my time. I shouldn't have reloaded there. You gotta break out that habit of just reloading as well. Did I get shot there? Okay, shotgun time. Time to be nice and quiet. Whoop. It does feel fun using a shotgun. I hear water. Aha, there's the water I hear. Alright. Oh, I like that I could jump over the table. Can we go through these doors? Oh no, we're going in a different way. Yeah, but we got info now, right? We got intel. Yeah. So does shotguns penetrate? Is that one of the things about it, maybe? It's a little progress bar, so maybe it is hold G to throw. Yeah. Okay, I threw it. And now I can finish him. Oh, but I messed it up. It's okay. We're ready. We're on the next level. Toronto. I've noticed a lot of... well, my wife doesn't say her T's very well. She says mountain instead of mountain. So maybe that's how she say Toronto instead of Toronto. Alright. A drunk man built that sign for a city in... Is this so? It may be... I don't know. Maybe there is enough hint for that, but I somehow didn't notice it. Uh-oh. Alright, is there 7 people? We can try and get one of our seven shots wonders. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 8. Give them to me. More. I thought I missed at one point because some red text came up and red feels bad. Kick it. You just want to kick him. I knew that was very likely going to be death, but you gotta grab life sometimes. Look, it was essential. What? Do you know what? I started counting before I even got my first shot. Kick! No! I can't. I just kicked next to it. That was traumatizing. Okay, we're next to the beautiful sign now. I wanted to kick the explosion, damn it. Oh, why did I look at chat? Your jokes don't keep me alive, chat. I'm dead again. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. We got this. Easy peasy squeezy lemons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No! I still got a... It still counted as a shot. I got 6, even though I missed the 5th one, it felt. Aha! You see that? I shot him as he was throwing his grenade. Dropped it, he did. Barbecued baddie. Okay, we have no bullets. And we're facing off a few of them at once. But it's fine. Instead of getting my ammo back by using my finisher, I just punched him a 4th time. It feels good when you do combos like that, even for someone like me who's not very accurate. I think what feels good about this is like, sometimes you have those moments where you're like, I know I'm safe if I hit this shot. So when you hit them, it feels good. That was your defense, you know? Trusting your ability to hit the shot. But then when you miss, then you just laugh. I was never gonna make it anyway. I've got 2 left feet. Hello, Irish John Games. Yeah, this is a game by FirstCrimson. If you're unaware of it, a wonderful dev here on Twitch. I'm sure you've probably come across him before, being a game dev streamer yourself. Alright, well, we punched him lots. He didn't give us ammo, but ultimately we're full ammo anyway. You've been there. Have you played this by any chance? Okay, let's do this. Well, it is, yeah, it's enjoyable. It's more enjoyable if you can aim. Oh, it is an escalator. I need to go and have a go. Or escalator go up. These are just like the lazy things in the airport, right? Uh-oh. Let's just punch this boy. Oh. I wanted the ammo. Can we run against the grain as well? Get a workout. This is probably going to be a regrettable action. No, we made it. Finish him. Now we get to shoot. Okay, I shot 7 bullets far too fast there. It is quite fun killing him on that, though. Little things like that, it just feel fun. So really good. Oh, this riot shielders. This is... I was struggling with the current mechanics, you know? I didn't need extra mechanic. Okay, well, if we focus on winning instead of just having fun on the travelator. Oh, how was your time home, Irish John? No, did I just... I think I did just get shot, didn't I? I lost my armor. Alright, we're just going to shoot you out of revenge. Because you shot my armor away and I'm mad. Irish John had an unprecedented day off of streaming the other day. What a slacker. Right, so is it when you do that we can shoot him? I think it is. You got to bait the attack first. Let's just get rid of you. Let's wait for you. No, I rolled the wrong way. Okay, it still doesn't matter. Okay, something happened with his ragdoll. Oh no. Okay. Something's not happening. I'm not very happy with his ragdoll. It's fine. Shh. They're just they're kind of possessed old riot shield police people, you know, who've come back from the dead due to the mafia guy that we hired to kill. He's found some book to shoot. No, I can't kick it. I wanted to kick it so bad. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Maybe you can sell this to schools as a counting game. I mean, I'm sure they'd love the, the game. They do with a shotgun out, Frost. There's my little spray gun. We had fun with that before, didn't we? Uh-oh. All right. Oh, in slow-mo, I could just shoot 1 bullet with this gun, which is nice. 4 bullets for that boy, though, unfortunately. Oh, you're pushing the boxes, but it's fine. It's fine. And he was just making cover for himself. Very clever. I'm light-hearted comment, by the way. I know AI is not straightforward. What the... Okay, well, at least he killed himself with his own grenade. All right, we're just gonna bait them all, and then we're gonna do our rat-a-tat. Are you ready for it? We've perfected this. We back ourselves into a corner. Okay, it didn't quite feel as good because I couldn't aim and I ran out of bullets, but we did it. It was fine. Ooh, fire things. Holy. Give us our ammo back. Look, Kelstek. I'll have you know, I'm just missing all these kicks for the entertainment factor. I'm guessing we can't go through there. I'm not going to try, as much as my heart says. Try roll through it. Yeah. And no one's going to know about all the missed shots anyway, right? How many have we got? 4. It's not worth starting a fight. Okay, now we're in business. Okay, ready? Oh, some of them are armor guys, though. No! Oh, they charge you! I didn't see the charge attack before. They just did the smash thing. Oh, and you also said that your first time seeing your mum in like a year and a half almost. That's wonderful. I hope you had a good time, John. All right. So they charge. I got a bit too confident, didn't I? Thinking I'll just round them up. No. No rounding up. We take them on as they come. Oh, I took a shot. That was not positive. Okay, so they do little like chargey bits, don't they? Should be fine because I'm doing my... Uh-oh. Oh, the rank... He's gone again. Oh, it bounces off of them as well. That's pretty cool. And he's still going around. Okay, definitely haunted vibes I'm getting here. I like the kind of Phasmophobia crossover that you've gone for. I can see there's an enemy down there. Oh. Come on, Dan, you can do this. I will have to stop playing at 9 o'clock at latest because I need to do some stuff tonight as well. I was hoping to try and finish it, but my current skill rate, I think I'm not going to quite get to the end of it. Okay, we need to punch this guy. Oh, I was waiting for him to do his thing and he just charged me. They attacked. There's like no tell for that one. I guess that's what you get for being too close to them. Here we go. We got the extra. Here we go. That's how we do it. Grenade. It's fine. That is as good as kicking it. Did I just get shot? I think I did. That's disappointing. I collected the money. I don't really know why I do it. It's to try and negate the constant dying. Alright. Call in the elevator. I got a feeling we're gonna get... Something's gonna happen. Are the people in here now? No? Oh. Oh, I get to see my character. Let's press the button. Any button feedback for Alicia Griffin? No. There was not. I did press the button. Okay, I pressed it again. There was some sound feedback. Okay.
The doors are now closing.
That voice. Okay, so there's... I like that. I like that. Target is on the train. I like it. It's almost like a little comic book thing there. That was interesting. Okay, I knew that he was going to shoot his mate there. See, it was perfectly planned. No! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We know these chargy boys can be... Oh no, have I got to go down the stairs again? Kermit the Frog. Am I on the... Ah, I gotta do this whole bit again. Damn. Ah, that charge is so horrible. I should have definitely saved some bullets for these. I almost feel like I should just accept my death. It'd be nice if there's a way to get your armor back, because sometimes if you take a crap hit at the start, you feel like I might as well die. The only reason I thought a checkpoint would be good is because there's a bit of a cutscene, and that's the sort of thing you don't want to repeat every time, in my opinion, as a player. I didn't even see him. I didn't even see him. Did he just withstand a grenade? Oh, the charging bull! It'd be good if they maybe hit the shield on the floor twice quickly before they charge or something. So you have like a sound cue, or just to know to beware. Alright, this guy, you better not charge me. Do the little... that. Okay, that'll do nicely. They do a slam at the beginning. Okay, okay. So they do... Oh. Ooh. The reality is, that's why games like this are good. And, well, when they've been executed well, as well, is... It's not hard. You just have to be disciplined and like, do the simple things right. You gotta just press space when they're gonna shoot you and time it, you know? You gotta just take your time and aim and keep your distance, but it's natural for players to want to kind of rush through and feel good. Uh-oh.
The doors are now closing. The next train will arrive in 1 minute.
Okay. Nice. We got him. Dodge. Save that ammo for when we need it. No, dodge. Yep, 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 yep. Don't go on the tracks. That electric is a hint. Remember, we can throw our gun at him as well. Ah! Nice. I wonder if I can kick him on the tracks. Oh no, don't do it and die now, Dan. Oh, you were so close. Okay, we can throw the weapon. We just need someone to throw it at. Okay, the train's arrived. Where is he? Oh! We got on there. We got on there. We ran away. The Kermit void was worth it. There are difficulty levels. So I went for the normal one. There was an easier one though, so maybe there's good idea being able to, like, maybe you get your armor back. Uh-oh. I feel like this may not have got its final material, Crimson. Or it just happens to be one of those orange grid based, you know, buildings that you see everywhere. Oh, damn it. I was too busy watching them all get hit by that grenade. Alright. It's cool. Nice change of level. I like the idea of this park. Feels good. Oh, was this here last time? Like, the red shader is invaluable here. It'd be so hard to see them otherwise. Although red against the green and the red of the trees is a little hard to see. But... I think someone's shooting at me, right? And I don't know where they are. But I guess that does portray the idea of actually being in this environment. It would be very hard to see the people. So I'm down with that as a mechanic. I can work with that. I got one bullet left. Yeah. And we will throw this gun at the next person we see. Kapow! Oh no, we missed. Oh! What? There's like a little noise sometimes I hear. It must mean something. I thought it was part of the music, but it's different music and I still hear it. Uh-oh. Come on. There's someone in here trying to shoot me. Where have you gone? No, I'm not abandoning the mission. I'm coming back. Is that like a sniper? It does look like it. It is. Do I like... No, you don't right click to zoom or anything like that. I'm guessing this is just going to be a very big impact. Maybe multiple... Go through multiple enemies. Unless you hold it and it zooms or something. Yeah, it looked like the projectile kept going afterwards. Maybe on harder difficulties, enemies take more hits. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of the... No! Oh, I'm annoyed. I rolled in a bad place. Music's cool. Kick it. Ha! Yes, that would be an achievement, right? Kick a grenade back and get 3 enemies. We'll call it the Honest Footballer achievement. You're welcome. For all those who said I couldn't. I say all those, I mean Kelstek. Oh, we have no bullets. Now we do. That is painfully funny. No! Oh, I saw him come for me, but it was... Yeah, it's very short tell on that one. It's a bit tricky. I do like those shield enemies though. It gives you like, you have to try, like, go in and out to kind of work around them. Line these up. Oh, it didn't get 2 of them. I really hoped it would. There's a slight issue with the grenade AI is they tend to throw it at you and then run at you to close the gap. Oh, I took the hit all trying to get into a position to get a double shot. That's all I wanted. Uh-oh. How does it do it? Oh, I forgot it reflected. I was thinking maybe the big shotgun would like knock his shield back or something. Four bullets. I do like that they can shoot each other accidentally. Feels good. Thank you for that follow as well. And I like the shotgun. It does make me go, ooh, I want to line them up, even though if I put myself at risk sometimes in doing so. Anything in the... Anything? Oh, we got some more orange texture stuff. They bought from the same shop as that orange building, right? Okay, right. The throwing of a weapon is fun, but it doesn't... I often take more damage doing it. So we're just gonna... Whoop! It's cool. The levels do feel like they've progressed a lot since the first one. I think the amount of enemies in that has like progressed quite nicely as I've gone forward. Where am I going? Okay. There's little secrets for me. Well, that way's blocked. This is lit up, but... No. Okay, we've got an area. Lots of bad boys. You see when I get impatient and I'm like, I've missed 2, I might as well just spray now. It's not the way. You stay composed. We got 1 bullet. Okay, we do have a clip as well. So now we have 14. Alright, we're gonna count down our bullets like a real hired suit. What? Oh, crikey, I feel bad already. I missed it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn it. 5. I think I've miscounted. 6. Yeah, definitely. Well, don't worry, it's fine. Picking up the bullet makes it look like we were right. I thought I pressed R for reload. Okay, here we go, here we go. Wrap, wrap. Oh, not this way. You mistyped. You meant to say the best aim, not good aim there. Ah, we get to go up one of these ladders. Nice. Oh, it's giving me good tips. Aim, shoot, and don't miss. Alright, this will have to be the last level because we are at 9 o'clock. I assume I'm not like right at the end of the game. Oh, it could be worth finishing. It's past bedtime. Hey, I saw what time you posted that Animal Crossing picture the other day, Spacey. Don't think I didn't notice. Oh, those shield boys get me the most often out of any of them. Ah, I did see someone in the community comment space saying, what do I do with the helicopter? Okay, up or down? I mean... I remember you developing this level. No, you weren't developing the level. You were testing the aim on this level. I should probably just reload. And then we can just shoot them slow, right? Oh, I shot one that was already falling. I like how many there are, though. That noise there, that... You heard it. We're in the club. Every game like this needs a club. Off the mirror. Yeah. Oh, no, it shot me. I was bouncing it at the... Alright, we'll do it to the end. We'll do it to the end. I've changed my mind. If we're close to it... And I don't often make a lot of time to play games, so I feel... I should... No. Ah. Oh, okay, so you can go slow. It helps, but then they just shoot you as well. Be aware of that. Let's go. Fun starter level. I really like this. Damn. Okay, good. The E came just in time for us to avoid a bullet there. Okay, good start. Better start. There's a minigun, but do we want to use it? Let's try and get... Oh. We're going to draw them out, and then we're going to go like this. Come on. There we go. Oh! Clubbed on the back of the head. Steal the helicopter. I went up to it. I looked for a prompt. It didn't give me one. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Damn you! I left it too long of a gap. It's fine. It was fun anyway. Alright. Hey! Anybody want to dance? Yes! I threw a gun at the last one as well. That felt good. Oh, I just took a hit. That is upsetting. Oh, is there... Can I pole dance? Oh my words. He almost skewered me. Okay. This door. A little bit noisy, but they know I'm here now. Is there someone back this way? I heard a step. It might have been someone falling dead. Come on, who's coming for it? Oh, you might swing through the wall. Alright. Curses! Alright, kick. Let's kick the door down. Yeah, and we got an action roll with a little... Sorry, I had to stop talking. Too much focus was needed. You're lucky. This level's super fun, so I don't mind dying on this. There's so many to shoot. It's literally like a nice little mini aim simulator, you know? Which I'm currently struggling at. Oh, do you know what? Just take me down. So I give up. Take me to your leader. I want to go again. Alright. Alright, we had to punch half of them because of the aim. We need that. Yeah. 2 bullets left. Those sort of 3 combos feel good. I don't know whether you could like incentivize like double taps, like 2 kills within half a second. Whether that could give like an extra like multiplier. Because that would make the high scoring. Maybe you already have it, and I haven't realized. That would make it like high scoring something a lot more competitive because you have to go for those like 1-2, and it's a even higher skill ceiling then. 1 bullet left. No. If you do quick 1-taps, it does a special animation, does it? Alright, we got him. Hey, Flippo. Nice to see you. Oh, did you manage to add any of the GTC talks to that list? Thank you so much for offering. Alright. This is often where we mess up. No bullets. It's fine. It's fine. So it's basically I'll finish him. Don't you worry. You'll get to see the boss. It'll be Tom Nook, the gangster leader. How do you think he imported all those goods to Nook's Cranny all the time, huh? Up. Yeah, some hint that I need to go up there would be nice. Even if it's just like a cleaning sign in front of the other stairs. Alright, it's time. Yes. Okay, there's a helicopter. It's shooting. Oh, I've got the sniper thing. I feel like I should save that for this helicopter. Oh, okay, I think I... Oh, look at Look at this. It's going to do grenades. I like how you're reusing the mechanics. Okay, let's do this. We got 79,000. Let's not save the gun for anything. Let's try and survive. I've already taken a hit, I think, haven't I? Yeah, okay, we need to be more careful. Okay, run, 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 run. As long as we got cover, we should be fine, right? Unless he starts doing the grenades. It's fine. Let's get a bit of cash over here. Let's make sure it's clear. The generation of like where it's throwing the grenades feels quite nice. Uh-oh. Oh, I kick him back then. Okay, I see, I see. No, that's... I took... Why am I... I'm so bad at doing it. I now feel like Kelsteck was completely right and wasn't bullying me. I deserve everything that he said. Ooh, get behind the cover. Alright, are these the ones that we can kick? No. We need to wait for the second bunch. The ones that are like balls, and then it's all about the kicking. Here they are. Okay, here's some kick. Yeah. Yeah, take these apples and nom them. Yeah, I'm good at smack talk, mate. Uh-oh. Okay, we gotta avoid again. Hopefully we can just hide here. Whew. Okay, I think now that I've cleared the area, it makes it a lot easier. Oh, is it shooting faster this time? It definitely is. Alright, here we go. Ready? Come at me. Come at me. Boot. Alright, stuff that one. Oh, no. We only got one back. I thought he was going to shoot more. I didn't want to risk it. I think we hit him once at least. Okay, it's super fast now. Stand still. Oh, is he shooting the same time? Oh boy, that's cool. No. That was close. Shoot it back. Kick it back. No! I could kick again. I thought I died. Contract has been completed. Thanks for playing and completing Super High Early Access. We're determined to improve the game and make it the best we can, so we appreciate you supporting the Godmode Interactive in this journey. If you have any feedback, post in our community hub. My runtime! The runtime is 0. I think that's an issue, but I did do it. If you die, it resets. Now, there's a runtime at the top, wasn't there? Yeah. So, we did it. I'm very pleased to say that I finished it. It was worth staying on for the extra 10 minutes or so to get it wrapped up as well. I really like the boss mechanic. It'd be cool in a way if they were like... When you're saying about adding levels, whether they could be like extra little like boss mechanics like that. Because I think it was interesting. It felt good. Really loads of good things about that game. So yeah, if anyone missed the start of it, I'll be uploading the interview tomorrow night. You'll be able to get the interview with FirstCrimson, who we spoke to today. I think he's streaming today. Definitely, he normally streams during the week. It streams Unreal Game Development, and this is the game that they recently released called Suit for Hire. Let me just drop some links to this in chat so people can go ahead and check it out for themselves. There is the game link, and if you're interested in following FirstCrimson, you can check out his channel here. And you can check out his Twitteroonie over here as well. A personal world record, correct. It was the irony that I was terrible at kicking all game, and then the final boss required me to kick. But I did it. I'm proud of myself. I feel that I've grown into... Maybe it's not an expensive suit, maybe not a designer brand suit for hire, but I'm definitely a $99 suit for hire. Thank you very much. And thanks to FirstCrimson and his team of developers for making the game and jumping on and having an interview with us today. It's been super fun. I'm overdue my stream by an hour, so we're going to wrap up pretty quickly. If you're interested in keeping in touch with the channel, I would ask you to consider subscribing to the YouTube. I post my dev interviews, feedback streams, and a few other things onto my YouTube channel after 24 hours of streaming it. And then if you follow this channel, you get notifications when I go live, which is typically 6 p.m. UK time, which is GMT on Mondays. But yeah, let's go find someone to raid. Thank you everyone for being here. Any questions or any comments, let it be known in the chat before we find someone to go and raid. Thank you as well for those from the Crimson community who come and hang out throughout. It's been really nice. Okay, who have we got that we could go and see? Irish John is live. We have raided him recently though. We'll see if we can find someone else to raid who's maybe doing some dev. Ideally, like Adam Lear is, but he's also doing. We also raided him recently as well. We have Vimlark, though he has a ton of viewers already. He's doing Game Jam by the looks of it.
Oh, let's throw that as like a mechanic idea.
See Jam. Yeah, let's go see Vimlark. Okay, it might be interesting. He's just coming up with an idea for a Game Jam. And so, yeah. Oh, I should also shout out the Game Jam. You can have a sneak preview of Honest Jam 3. My jam will be starting in December. It's going to be 2 weekends and 5 days in between them, so 9 days total, for people to take part whenever they have time. You're not expected to do 9 days work. Just do like a normal jam amount of work, as much as you can within your schedule. I'll announce the theme closer to the date, but if you're interested in it, I will be tweeting about that and putting a link for you to join. It's not open yet. I've just been sorting out the page, but yeah, it'd be great to have some of you join. I'll be raising money for charity for Special Effect during that week of December. But yeah, we'll go over and raid. Hello there, Mad Fury. How you doing? You can join on the raid with that raid call if you wish. Let's go and see Vimlark. Khakis with a sports jacket for hire. Thank you. I mean that sounds reasonable. I'll take that. You did hear an Honest Jam 3. It's not officially announced yet, but since you people are in the stream, you get the first sniff of it. It'll be whenever you can find time between the 4th of December till the 12th. And I'll be raising charity. It'll be my Christmas stream thing. I am doing the idiot thing of doing a charity stream and a Christmas stream. And a game jam in the same period. But yeah, I'm going to do better this time. I promise. I'll have a game. Alrighty, let's go over and see Vimlark. You can copy from the /me onwards. It makes this italicized message rather than colourful message it used to be. Yeah, I've been Dan. You've been great. Thank you very much for hanging out. I'll catch you again soon. Adios.